What's up, everybody? This is the poker coaching study session. Today, we're going to be looking at
Sad, sad, sad hands. All right. So we got pocket fours in the big blind. It gets limped. There's a limp, and then there's a raise from the small blind. And the small blind raise, we're all about 100 big blinds deep, so it's five. So I've got to pay four more big blinds to see a flop and try to flop a set. Uh, Seems like a better fold than a call for five, but it doesn't seem like an egregiously bad call. What do you guys think?
No, especially with the limper.
Yeah.
It's
Nothing.
The
yeah.
limper's
Hello,
going to come
brothers.
along with us. We're going to have a position on the initial raiser like that.
I
So,
would definitely call.
yeah, I think it's probably still a better fold, but we call. Here we go. We flop 3, 5, 7. So we flop a gutter and a pair, and we get a bet from the original better. He bets half pot. We don't believe him yet, and we have a gut shot, right? We have six outs. We don't believe him. Is that true? Or is anybody folding here?
Now I'm thinking about raising.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay.
First of all, pre-flop, like if I suspect I'm against a strong range and I'm in position,
Mhm.
and we have 20-1 in the future, I'm always calling to
Yep.
try to flop a set.
Yep.
Like
So,
only if I'm out of position where I would start considering.
right. So we had 20-1. And
Yeah,
we're out of position against the initial limper, but that shouldn't be a big deal, right?
yeah, don't care about that guy.
Right. We don't care about that guy. All right. So a raise here is reasonable. I called. And then the first guy we don't care about raises. And he does a min raise.
That's a problem.
That's a
hmm
problem. Our guy
Not
calls.
ideal.
Now it's seven more to play for our six outs. We do not believe we have the best hand now ever. We believed before this that we had the best hand sometimes. Now we never have the best hand.
I actually don't think you have the best hand. Like even when
Ever.
he ever like right here, I don't like. It would take a crazy guy to bet into two people,
Hmm.
and
Yeah,
you have the best hand here.
yeah. The actual C bet from the initial raiser is yes, it's stronger than like it's definitely a strong line. However, I think a lot of players are going to over C bet because they just think that they should,
Yeah,
even though
It
this is
can.
a multi-way pot.
right,
They just kind of auto C bet,
right,
even if they shouldn't.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I have the best hand here sometimes, not the majority of the time, sometimes. I believe I never have the best hand right now, ever. So now I have
Okay,
six outs.
what uh in Villian for shoes? 8-9 offsuit. I mean, for some reason he has 8-9 offsuit. I guess he's limping, he can have this hand. Do you think he would raise it?
No,
No.
No.
nope. I think he would call and try to realize, especially because he's a
So
limper.
I wouldn't
so
even count six outs either.
Right,
so
because
we would say
because my
the
fours are
six.
dirty, or because my six is dirty. Where
I
does
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
You can assume that
exactly.
one of those cards is dirty because there's a
Right.
lot of
Yeah.
hands that are going to be pair plus straight draw, pair plus gut shot, stuff like that are going to raise a lot here. So I
Okay.
mean, I wouldn't love my straight outs
Okay.
Yeah, that's
or
the
my
reason
set
I
outs.
would think about folding, right? That's the only reason I would think about that.
Well, if you think
So
about it in theory, a lot of his, I mean, he's supposed to raise bigger, but a lot of his pair plus gut shot, pair plus like open ended, a lot of that stuff is supposed to raise here or supposed to bet out and lead here. So, I mean, that's going to be,
so Brian, one thing, all of his pair plus gut shot, my six out, my six is clean against all of the pair plus draws. It's only bad against an 8-9.
well,
My
it's
four is
not,
bad.
yeah,
My
well, it
four is
comes
bad.
out to a chop against 5-4 suited, and
Yeah.
then your four is dead to 7-6 suited,
Right. My four is dead to 7-6 suited is bad. And I have
6-5 suited as
right.
well.
And the 5-4 is not well represented in the world. Assuming that it has to be suited, um, it is 5-4. There's two combos.
Yeah, but
Well,
this
But yeah,
clicky race could also be like a 7 or pocket eights, pocket nine
yeah,
type of hand. So
yeah,
I think it,
yeah.
yeah. I don't think they race as much with like 5-4 or 5-6
Yeah.
kind of
I
hand.
also think though that like did we opened this hand to try to flop a set. Now we flopped a gut shot that has low equity against two players.
But we
I
should
think we should
fold.
just fold. Yeah.
Right. So we should fold. But don't
I
worry. This is not the biggest mistake in the hand. It's going to get worse. Much, much worse.
Oh, we jam.
No, we don't jam. What kind of idiot jams here? We call
That's
and
about
try
the
to realize it.
worst.
Jam. Never
I
jamming
mean,
the flop here. Never. All right. So now the 3 pairs. Check, check, check.
Okay, that's
good.
That's good.
No, the guy in position could still be playing a very strong hand like this because it's
Yeah, yeah,
invulnerable right
he could
now.
still have an overpair. He could still have an overpair. Absolutely.
Well, not an overpair. He could also like have a set here. Like he could also bolt it up.
Oh, this guy? Yeah, he could have voted up.
He
He could
could.
vote
He
up.
could. He could.
He could have quads for all we know.
well, do you think he raises? I think it's unlikely that he has a boat here. When he raises the flop and then checks when he hits a boat here after getting 2 calls. I mean, you should just
Yeah,
want to be putting more money in because
yeah.
you got 2 people to
Well,
call you
that
already.
Seems unlikely.
yeah. It th- that's us thinking, but you
Yeah.
gotta think like a fish to
And
fish.
they
Well,
may, yep, they
Because the
may be
hand now
just
is invulnerable.
invulnerable.
That's when
Yeah,
they slow play.
right,
They are dumbasses.
right.
but
Now,
are they gonna slow play here in position after 2 checks to them is my only thing. Is
so
Online, I don't know. I see it
I'm going to
all
give
the
you an answer.
goddamn time.
I'm going to give you an answer. Yes, they are. And now let's take 1 second and say why this is a bad play. Not just that it's a dumb play, but specifically what they are giving up. Who wants to go with why? If you've boated up or have quads here, you should continue to bet.
Yeah, because like if a turn came, like if a river come a queen, a king, an ace, like you literally could lose your whole stack to the first guy who bet because he looks like he has an overpair here.
Here's another
well,
reason.
Um,
If the
you
river
okay,
continue.
comes,
another reason I would bet here is basically the 3 is good for their ranges. It's bad for our range. Basically, we can just bet small. They can still have flush draws, and they can still have a 3 or something else, and they could raise it.
right. And when the person has a hand like 5-6, 6-7, or a flush draw, he will continue to put some more money in now. He might not put any money in on the river, especially with a naked flush draw if it doesn't hit. So we'll get some money in now. If the flush does hit, we'll get money from the flush. If the flush doesn't hit, at least we got some money now. So checking behind in position here with a boat or better doesn't seem like is not a good play, and those are our reasons. And we
So I
understand
think
why they do it because it's cute
villain
and adorable and fun to do. It's fun to
villain
check.
1 could have the strongest hand here
Yeah,
because
it's
he
good play.
calls the raise, checks back to turn, and when it check, I mean that's
Yeah,
when you would
yeah,
that's when I would slow play my
right.
set or my whatever.
He can have pocket tens, but he'll probably put a little bit more money in now, and all the draws will. So it goes check, check, check. The river is a 5. Check. We're not betting here.
Yeah, no.
No, we don't have the best hand.
No,
We check. Now he bets half pot.
Um,
Villain 1
like,
folds.
if you call here, this is
I'm not going to call here.
he's
He has,
not gonna go here. Like he already told you, man.
he has a 7,
okay.
right?
He doesn't have a 7. They don't bet a 7 here.
Right. But
Not with this size, man. Don't fall into this fucking trap.
okay, good job, Sam. So this size is not small in your mind. This size does represent a boat here sometimes.
A limper who does this kind of shit, they don't ever bet pocket eights, pocket nines, A7 here. That's the thing. That's the problem.
Right.
So
Perfect.
I know what
It's
you're
stronger.
thinking. You're thinking about like, well, he checked the turn. He's probably capped, but no, it's not. When the board pair, it's when they slow play. These motherfuckers slow play.
Sam
You
wins.
can have a lot of
Don't do
7-5
Okay.
that.
stuff like
Sam
that
wins.
as well.
Now, what hand does Scotty go broke against, by the way? What's the exact hand Scotty goes broke against here? when he
Okay.
jams, which he did.
Seven,
Which he did.
seven,
I would, as I said,
five,
Bub,
seven, five.
I would never jam the flop. I waited till the river to jam.
Yeah, okay. So I give you my bluffs here, first of all, because I'm thinking about bluffs he could have.
He's
Ace
not bluffing.
deuce.
He's not
Yeah,
bluffing.
but he could have bluffs, right?
Right.
Ace
But
deuce.
against his bluffs, I don't need to raise.
So the only hands that make the most
But
sense
but
would
does
be pocket seven, seven, five, and quad. I mean, it could be quad fives, quad threes,
six
seven, five
four?
suited. No, not 6-4.
Why not?
Um,
He
because
didn't.
he's not betting a straight here when it's a double paired board.
Yeah. I thought that this screamed of a seven. I thought that this size was a seven, and I could not have been more wrong. Sam nailed it. It's, by the way, it's quads. I jammed
Okay,
into
so it's
quads.
yeah,
Quad threes.
that's
It's quad threes. He got
Really?
cute
quad
on the,
threes.
yeah, he got cute when he hit the quads. So,
Jesus.
all right. And because of how badly I played that hand and how well Sam did it, Sam, you get the next hand. All right. Here we go. I'll tell
Hold
you
on.
what,
Let me.
still
I
call
need you keep
I'll
going.
describe.
I need to get connection first. Keep
Okay,
going.
fine.
What did the
Okay.
first guy have, Scotty?
Oh, I didn't even look at what the first guy had. Let's see.
Overpair.
Overpair.
Nice.
Sixes. Sixes.
Oh,
So my four was bad. I would lose if I hit my four. And
Win if you
it
hit six.
and I only had two outs to his six. And once the three paired, I was drawing dead.
see,
Lucky.
I would consider
That was lucky.
raising the flop here.
Yeah.
Like when I face a first bet from the guy who opened,
Yeah.
like on this board is where you could
Yeah.
start bluffing.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't feel like he has like a set here all that often.
Yeah. Well, there aren't as many sets for his range there. But yes.
So in this situation, that guy was the fish played it stupid as hell, like usual,
And
because
got all
sixes
the
call
money.
another bet here. And the sixes call another bet here that fold to the river bet.
Yeah. But I played it the worst. Everybody made mistakes on this hand. I made the biggest and most expensive mistakes on this hand. All right. Brian, here's another hand that's going to go badly.
Nice. I think you can three bet here some. So I'm wondering, like, do you want to call more often with the small raise size or three bet more often here with the small raise size?
You can call.
Um,
You can call much wider against the small raise size.
yeah.
This particular hand can three bet, but it would
I
not
mean,
be.
yeah, the big problem is that when you
You're calling tons of suited stuff here.
yeah, the problem is that when you three bet here, you're just gonna get called by the big blinds, so, or the buttons, so you're still just gonna be playing out of position. That's be the only reason I would want to three bet.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna call.
All right. We call. We flop an ace. We flop two pair.
Okay,
We
flop
flop two
two
pair.
pair.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
All right.
Do you want to donk?
I am not. So I don't think this is likely to get stabbed. Um, I mean, it's pretty static. It's probably the nuts are probably going to continue to be pocket aces through the turn. There's only a few cards that change that. So, and this is the most likely board for a player to slow play their stronger aces and stuff. So I'm just going to stab here
Okay.
and go with a larger size, probably around six.
Okay. Good enough. Now, given that that they're not going to stab a lot, but also people without an ace aren't going to call you that much, and your
Yep.
hand is pretty strong here, to turn cards. Do you want to check and see what the button does ever, or are you always betting? I don't think you're betting
Uh,
wrong. I'm just asking because I happen to know that I checked it.
I want to bet here because I think that some of his aces aren't going to bet here. He's going to have a decent amount of aces that don't bet here. And then and his gut shots may not bet here, but will call, and his aces may not bet here, but will call. And
Okay.
we can cooler his ace 10, ace jack, ace king.
That makes a lot of sense. All right. He does check behind.
Okay.
Okay. So now I have now I have the best hand, and when villain 12 checks, nobody has an ace,
Not
right? Most of the time,
not entirely.
not entirely.
Like this is the one time that they will play their aces slower, but now is
Okay.
when they will come out and bet their aces. So,
Right.
but I'm gonna bet here now, but I'm going to size down. If we took the check line on the flop, I'm gonna size down here and go like 3.
Yeah, we want to get called by a queen. So I don't size down. I surprisingly don't. I thought I would. There we go. We get a fold there, and we get check raised,
Oh my God. Well, it's never a bluff.
right?
They don't check raise the turn as a bluff.
Yeah. So it's not a bluff.
But is there anything that they do this with that what makes sense here? Does he checks the flop, checks the turn?
He can have pocket sevens.
What, he opened?
No, he called he's the small blind.
He's the small blind, you're the big blind?
Yeah, it went two, call, call. So he doesn't have, so he can have pocket threes here. It's hard to have pocket threes, but he can have them. There is one
I don't
combo.
think he has a lot. I don't
He
think he
doesn't
has
have
a
a
lot of
lot of
pocket
ace queen.
threes.
He doesn't have a lot of aces or queens or ace queen. Those seem not that he never has them, but they seem like they three bet a lot pre-flop. So this seven, queen seven, 7-7, those all make sense.
Queen
Ace seven,
7,
ace
7,
seven,
7, ace 7.
ace seven suited. That makes sense.
Queen
So
seven.
against
What is his VPIP?
27,
27% cross, how many hands? 140.
140.
So I
Yeah.
mean, if Queen 7 suited, he might
27
complete.
what? 27-3?
27, 21.
So he's not, it doesn't look like a fish set.
No, no. So probably not, but queen seven suited, to a two big blind raise. You could see it. It's not, I believe it's out. I believe that it's a fold, but, uh, it's not super far out of there. There's probably king sevens in there. Just if you want to
Ace.
see what that range should be, not saying that this is the range he's playing, or even that if you wanted to see this is the GTO wizard response range to a two big blind bet from the button. Here we go.
He could have pocket sevens. He could have
Yeah,
ace seven.
That's easy there. So yeah, so he's not
Yes.
calling queen seven suited here, but he is calling king, but he's got king seven suited. So some people might get this wide. Some people might do this. Pocket threes is easy. Pocket sevens is easy. They make sense. Ace queen and queen queen and ace ace seem much less likely.
You took a large sizing though.
I did take a
And
large
he's-
size, and he
And he
checked.
still raised you.
He did.
This is
Pocket
I'm
7
not
is
tell
ace
I'm
7.
not yeah, I'm not telling you to fold, but like
We're certainly not
I'm-
going to raise.
I'm not happy.
No, no.
Does he ever do this with something like? I mean, it's unlikely that he does anything like this with like ace 5 of clubs.
No.
Yeah,
because
he's
we
not
took
doing
a-
that with ace 5
Yeah.
of clubs. So this is likely to be a made hand.
Mhm.
Yeah, the only
Um,
bluffs I could see are like King Jack clubs, Jack 10 clubs.
See,
If
if
he's a bluffer, he's
Yeah.
he's got it.
if
But I
if
would-
So I'm
If
going to
I'm-
call and proceed
Yeah.
and proceed with caution on the river, right?
yeah.
No, I'm not. How can I
We're
lose
gonna-
that much money if
We're gonna
that's not
call.
played?
We're gonna fold to a big bet on the river.
Right. Ace four. So he bets 24.
Oh man. Yeah, this is just he check raised the turn,
Mhm.
continues on the river. I mean, this
Right.
is not a bluff ever,
Right.
and
it's
you
only
don't beat value. I mean, like the only possible value hand we can think of that he would do this with is queen 7 suited, and he's unlikely to have queen 7 suited.
hard to have.
So
queen
he's
seven.
gonna have mostly pocket sevens. I don't think he has as many pocket threes. I think he's got a lot of ace 7 here.
Yeah. Ace seven
yeah.
and pocket sevens are what make the most sense.
Yeah, because I don't
And-
think he's checking pocket threes twice.
No.
And he has
Right.
5-6 suited here.
And could he have
Yeah.
5-6 suited here? No. I mean, he could,
There's
but it's not likely. But anyway, but it doesn't matter.
do
The
a big bet. A lot of the time, they're just gonna realize. They're just gonna call to try and realize instead
Yeah.
of bluffing against a big bet.
Yeah. And I cannot justify where this jam comes from because I jammed this and I cannot justify it.
Yeah, that makes no sense. At the bare minimum, you can call
I know,
here,
I know.
but well, what do
And
you
would you like
beat
to
here?
go?
What do you think that he has that you can beat?
A badly psycho played ace.
Let's say ace jack with clubs. Why not? On the
Ace
turn,
jack of
ace
clubs.
jack of clubs. Why not?
Yeah. Ace jack, ace 10 of clubs, ace 9 of clubs.
Yeah, but how often are they going to turn their top pair strong kicker into a bluff on the turn? I mean,
It's not a bluff. It would be value, in my opinion.
I
So
mean,
he could
it's
bet
a
it.
bluff when you go big. When you bet big on the flop there or on the turn, that becomes a bluff because you're not beating value once he bets large. Once
Once
Scotty
I
bets
call.
large.
Once I call.
Yeah, when you call and when you take the larger size
Right.
as you bet, so
Right.
like
And when he
you are
folds,
turning it into a bluff.
yeah. Yeah. This is,
I mean, I'm telling you, if I made that play, I would be thinking that I'm turning my ace jack
yeah.
into a semi bluff here.
Right.
But I wouldn't think I need to. I would never make that play because I'd be like, why the hell would I make this play? It doesn't make any sense. He can be doing this with worse, and I
Yeah.
have odds to to beat his aces that are better than mine.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make any sense. But
Mhm.
in the fish mind, yeah, you're just never doing that. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. And I have to recognize that this bet, which I think is small, is not small.
No.
That's the thing had this bet been,
I mean, he put in a third of his stack.
I know,
He
which
likes
is
to
why
stand a lot.
this is useless.
Oh,
Do you guys care what I lost to? Does it interest you?
I want
okay,
to know what it
but
is because if
Because I
it's
question
lost.
because before we look at this,
yeah, we know you lost.
Yeah, we lost.
yeah, but so if we call here, do you think we beat some hands? Because I personally think we could still beat, as
There's
mentioned,
one.
maybe some ace jack, maybe some, I don't know, weird played ace king, who knows?
A very weird played ace, a strangely played
But
king.
their ace jack, their ace king aren't gonna go check 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 raise. Like their better aces just aren't doing that. They're gonna
Mhm.
come out and bet the turn 100% of the time when they have ace jack here or ace
Mhm.
king after it goes checked all the way through on the
Yeah,
flop.
yeah,
So what the hell
So
does this other than sets in
yeah,
two pairs? And there's one two pair. We think there's only one two pair that we beat here,
yeah. And
which
it's
is
a
queen
hard
seven.
thing to have.
Yeah.
And well, I don't think we're folding here. I mean, he's using this dumb sizing.
Yeah. Well, how dumb is it when I do that? It's not. I mean, what I'm doing is dumb. I can't call his size dumb when it did in fact induce me to do this with his. By the way, pocket queens.
What the
Oh no,
hell?
pocket
Or
sevens.
pocket
It was pocket
sevens.
sevens.
Okay, yeah, that's the
Pocket
hand that
sevens.
makes the most
Yeah,
sense. I
pocket
didn't think
sevens
it
made
was
total
pocket
sense.
threes.
Yeah,
What
pocket
that made
sevens
the
makes
most
total.
sense is ace seven or pocket sevens.
Yeah, pocket sevens made total sense. Yeah,
He wants to take 25 from you, but you gave him your whole stack. Okay.
I
yeah.
played terribly. Right, and the initial guy
Just rub it in, Sam.
pocket fours. No, I know. It's accurate. I should.
I just
The only way the dog learns is you rub his nose in the poop, then you rub his nose in in the green felt where the chips used to be. Then you point him at the pot and you go, "See that? See that? See where those chips are now?"
I know, I'm just kidding. That's what we do to Andy. We're like, oh,
Yep,
nice one,
exactly.
Andy.
Oh my God, Andy's missing this. Oh, this is the session for Andy. I'm so sorry. Oh, Andy. All right, Mike.
Hmm.
Yeah, not with that stat. It doesn't look like it's a guy that's like crazy bluffing.
No, it was terrible.
Like the situation is not a bluffing
Well,
situation.
the turn
The,
check raise is under bluffed, especially multi-way anyway. So
I
see,
would not.
if I was in his shoes, I would not check raise the big blind betting. But if it's checked through, let's say I have like 5-6 suited here, or God for like I don't know, like King 10 suited here. I would check raise if it checks again. It checks to the button and he bets. Now I would check raise.
Yeah.
'Cause-
So
And
You're not capped. The button is capped.
Yeah. I don't hate my call on the turn. I don't like it, but I don't hate it. And if I had called the river, I would not like it, but I wouldn't hate it. I hate this. This was
I think you
just
can reasonably go call, but when you really think about it, you're sitting here thinking, he's never doing this as a bluff. So do I
Mhm.
beat value? No, I don't beat value. We
But-
can find a fold here sometimes, I think. I mean,
Sometimes.
at least in my game, playing 1-2 live, this is completely
Yeah.
different. But I'm playing 1-2 live. I think I am hopefully good enough to find a fold here at some point because this just nothing makes sense
Yep.
other than
Okay.
that I'm beat.
I give you one reason why I would like the call on the river. Is basically, at least with ace 3, you're blocking a lot of trips. And that is what is
Lot
But
of
the guys
I don't think-
representing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say that if I'm reading this correctly, I don't think he has pocket threes, and I don't think aces. I think he has ace seven and pocket sevens. Those are like it comes down to like two hands, which maybe it's too specific, but it's the only two hands that make sense.
And they may, yep, both of them make sense and both of them beat you. All right, Mike.
Yeah, but I'm still not folding to like if he's taking this sizing, like if he jams all in, if I'm in his shoes, I literally would jam all in because
Right.
you have an extremely strong. You either like bet the flop, bet the turn with a draw, or got there on the river, or you have two pair.
Yeah, no, I
Like
mean,
that-
I think
that would-
I would jam too if I was in that
Yeah, I
spot.
would not take this like 2/3 sizing. Like
I would
forget
feel,
it.
I would feel much better having called that and having you guys now saying, boy, he could have gotten more money from me. He should have jammed.
Yeah, he should have. I would have jammed.
That would be a much better story. All right. Ace King, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Raise and a call. Oh, I love this hand. This hand is this. I got to show you the solver on this hand. This is going to, I guarantee no one will believe what the solver says on this hand. All right.
Well, if you're leading it like that, maybe it wants to fold because that would be weird. Because here it's just a squeeze and
yeah, let's squeeze. Absolutely.
and it might even be a jam.
Could be squeeze jam. If you
Ah,
don't jam, by the way, it's important. It's important for the drama that you don't jam. What size do you want to squeeze to when you don't jam?
if I were squeeze here, this would be 18.
Sounds good. I go 16.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The initial
And the initial
raise.
razor folds that's beautiful because
We get called. That's good. The double flat.
I love those.
yeah, because you're just crushing these ranges because now you're not up against aces and kings.
Right. Now the triple flatter jams.
What?
Oh yeah, then it's just an easy you just get it in here and you
Right.
are going to be happy with the equity that you have. I mean,
Right. Now,
does he
one
ever show up
question-
here? Like, did he ever, fast or slow play the aces and kings? Sure, but it's rare, so you don't even worry about it. You're blocking them, and you just get it in.
I'm with you. Now, my question is this, though. This really feels like, some kind of pocket pair,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
Should I be
Kings,
thinking
jacks,
about the
queens.
fact that there's an ace or a king in one of the other people's ranges, and that I'm not playing for a coin flip here. I'm playing for 7 outs, or maybe even 6 if there's an ace in either range. Should I consider that?
Yeah, but I think you're still gonna get with the dead money with the other play. Like you're also probably dominating somebody else's ace X, like ace queen, ace jack suited, whatever.
Right.
So
Yeah, but the problem is, you'd think that let's say let's put this guy on ace jack suited. He's likely to fold it to the jam. So the fact that I dominate him doesn't help me. What's bad is one of my aces is gone.
yeah, but the
So-
dead money I think just makes up for it.
Okay.
Well,
Right.
can the button not ever have ace queen here?
Gary, come on, man.
He can.
Listen,
Yeah.
You can have
So
ace
you know what's up.
can't- so,
Being
like,
just
you
playing like
can't-
this, people trying to shot. Turn around, go that way, stay to one side where I left the card at, okay, son?
All right, I'm gonna hit a
You hear
button.
me?
Yep, we hear you. We hear you, and you didn't mean to. So let me. Where's Adrian?
Hey, my bad,
Where's
y'all.
Corey?
Excuse me. Y'all
Okay,
thought I
it's
was
Corey.
muted.
I'm gonna mute you, Corey. All right, come on. You'll come back later. Hey, Corey. Good to see you. All right. So with all that in mind, we called, of course. Surprisingly, we got called behind. Fully
Hey,
expecting,
beautiful.
fully expecting to see this guy with a pocket pair now, and hoping this guy has ace queen. The problem is, against this guy's pocket nines or something, he's more of the favorite than he should be, right?
Okay, villain
Yeah.
14 has queen 10 offsuit.
Okay, good. So, I believe villain 12 has pocket tens, which is fine. I believe he has pocket tens.
It
There's
looks
the
like
aces.
50,
There's the 10.
50, 50.
There's the 10. There's the aces.
Um,
Now here's the
That would just
so
happen.
here's the shocking thing about it. So the play is weird. I'm okay with my play. It's a huge pot that was lost. We're playing, I believe we're at 1-2 here. I believe this is a 1-2 hand.
Yep.
Yep, this is 1-2. So that's a $200 loss, whatever. Here's the thing that's going to shock you. All right. Let's get this right. This is either
Solver's gonna fold.
no, solver calls.
Okay.
It's the hand that solver does fold. So, it's possible, right, that you could consider a world where we fold the ace king offsuit but call the ace king suited, right? That's possible, right?
I don't know. 1-2
It seems
games.
unlikely, but it's
I don't.
possible.
Yeah, I don't get too worried about like 100 BBs.
No,
Three
no,
flop all in, ace
no.
king,
So
whatever.
here we go.
Hmm.
So low jack, high jack, and button are the callers. So low jack raises to 3, high jack calls, button calls. We are in the small blind. With our ace king, we raise with a little bit of jamming. The ace king suited does most of the jamming. Makes total sense, right?
Hmm.
Um, GTO wizard on these goes smaller than we did. Because it doesn't add as much for each intervening caller. Because if you look at this, it goes to 12 and a half. Once this guy calls, it goes to 14. When this guy calls, it doesn't add anymore. That's just what it does, but no big deal difference. So we raise. The initial guy folds. By the way, what did the initial guy have? What did he get out of there with? He got out of there with pocket fives. Okay. I hope there was a 5 on this flop. Okay. Anyway, so the initial guy folds like you do. This guy calls. Now we get the jam from the button. This is what shocks me.
Ace king suited.
Folds more than ace king. What? Let's see if this goes away when we view this in the correct. Where's the little button? Are you guys hiding the button that shows range size that goes from full height to regular height? Where's our oh, do we not have that option?
You talking about the range height?
Yeah, range height. Where's range height?
It's like right above ace two suited.
Right above
Yeah,
ace. Thank you. Okay, let's go with real range height. Yeah, real range height. Ace king suited folds all the time, and ace king offsuit calls all the time.
wasn't that because you said you jam?
No, of the remaining ones. So yes,
Really?
ace king suited jammed a bunch of them, but of the remaining ones, why would you possibly fold ace king suited more than ace king offsuit here?
Because ace king offsuit is double suited. Better to have two flush draws.
All right, I've muted Sam.
Mm.
yeah. But he's actually right.
No, he's not.
No,
Double mute me too. No,
Okay,
but
no.
if you look at
Having
the
suited
jamming, look at the jamming
is
range.
about 5% more equity
yeah,
anytime you have the suited variety.
let's look at the EV. The EV here. What do you think? Why do you think it says it's point? There's something wrong because it says the EV of ace king suited is 0.78 and the EV of ace king offsuit is 23. There's a
Look,
bug.
No, look at there might be a bug, but look at the button. There's probably a bug.
Yeah.
Look at ace queen
That,
suited.
that doesn't make sense. I mean,
Right.
we
Ace queen suited calls all
even
the time and ace king suited folds. This doesn't make sense.
okay,
So
but
your
look at
solver is broken.
the button shoving range because I'm pretty sure it's
You want to see the buttons
does it
shoving range?
yeah.
Because he might have maybe pocket kings or somewhere in these other ranges that I don't know.
But even pocket kings there. If you were trying to make an argument why ace king, queen can call and ace king can't, I would listen to you and then I would mute you. But between ace king offsuit and ace king suited, it's got to be a mistake.
Oh, I can tell you why. Because
All right, go for it.
look at the jamming range.
Okay, I'm going to look at the jamming range and I'm going to put a note here that says that's not real. I'm going to send this to them. Okay, back to the jam. You want the buttons jamming range, right?
Yeah, exactly. Look at the jamming range. How much is it?
Okay, it's right. So it's him here. He has none. He's
Exactly.
6-5 suited.
Yeah, it's bugged because there's no jamming range.
Right, because we got into a mode that doesn't exist.
I think that
Yeah.
the term we use for this is a ghost line. This
Yeah, this is the ghost line.
this is a part of the node that doesn't exist.
Yeah, that's why. So anyway, I don't hate how I played it. It was surprising.
I think you played it well.
Yeah. But
So
the only
if
thing
you
about
want
yes, there's a 5. Yes. Someone is less happy than me.
yeah, he's actually less happy than you because he just dodged aces, tens, ace king, and would have won.
I
Which is
would have
like the
won.
worst.
Yes.
Oh my God, you're one of those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway.
exactly.
Anyway, so here we go. All right, so there's pain. There's that pain. Up next is Corey, if you want. If you're in the middle of something else, then it's going to be Bub.
Yeah, I'm grocery shopping with my son. Just let me listen.
Okay, you listen. You got it. All right. Up next
Put
is
that back.
Bub.
All right, let's go.
Let's go. Oh, how does this go wrong?
I don't know. Ace five offsuit, perfect hand. Check, please.
right.
Or let's see.
Oh,
what
that's
next.
how it goes.
Oh,
We get forced to see the flop. right.
Limp call. I know. Okay.
Are these your
in-
hands?
Shut up. I'm going to mute you again. Yes,
Yeah.
these are all
I'm
my
just
hands.
asking. I'm not.
Yes.
I'm not criticizing.
Yes, well, you will be. Yes, they're all mine. All the hands are mine.
Okay.
This is our Saturday session. SADDER.
We do need cereal, but your mom's on this new healthy kick.
All right, you're on a healthy
Probably
kick.
don't
Sorry,
want to
man.
get good cereal.
Sorry, you got to get good cereal. Okay, here we go. So, Bub, you want to go for a squeeze? You want to go squeeze here ever?
Yeah, I was thinking about it. So first instinct is just to check because first position limped. And I mean, even if he min raised, it's a little bit dicey to do
Yeah.
something else. On the other hand, ace five might be fine to squeeze. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I like the check.
Yeah, I like the check. Also note the guy. Let's look at his stats.
This is not a. This is not a loose fish.
Yeah, he's not playing a ton of
This
hands.
is not a loose fish.
Which might be a good reason to squeeze here because he will fold.
Yeah.
He will fold some hands. So
No.
if we squeeze here to 5, 6 big blinds, he might think like, oh,
That
this
this guy's
guy. Yeah.
this guy's the loose fish. So we'll be playing against him out of position with a weak ace.
He's not a loose fish. And what do they do when they
No, this
limp
guy.
from early? I know.
Let's call.
No,
They-
this guy calls. This guy's limping in order to call a
Yeah,
raise.
they're not folding. Forget
Right.
this shit.
Right. But
Let me-
but also this guy's not folding very often. And
Okay.
There we go. So I do squeeze. I don't know where this comes from. So
This
I
is
think
important, but what do you think these guys? What is villain 20 limping here?
whoa,
What's the weakest hand?
I'll take a look at it. I now know this hand. I remember why I did this.
I
Villain
personally think I
17
don't
has
hate the
82 cards.
squeeze. I'm just saying that.
Villain 17, I've got in 24 hands, the way he got up to this V42, is he's been limping everything and calling raises. So I'm gonna have to play out of position to him, but he has 8-6 offsuit here.
Yeah.
And he also calls a lot of, I didn't know how big a raise he would call, on the flop because he punted away later, with a 7-4 offsuit having mixed the board. He punted away, things like that. So I don't mind being in hands with him, and being heads up with him is good. I don't yet know that he's going to call anything, but what I do know is, I mean, post flop. But what I do know is that he's calling super wide, and I have an ace. So
Okay, and
that's where
the
this came
second thing
from.
is
That's where
villain
and that's also
20
where the inflated size comes from.
and
Mm.
villain 20, people give respect to him just because of his stats, 18-6.
Yeah.
But
I see a lot of
you can
his.
have bullshit here, right? Oh yeah, look at that. Bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, what is he limping?
Yeah. So we raise him, and we don't happen to have the best hand.
This
but
is exactly why we don't want to ISO with a weak hand and play out of position. It's like it's because
Yeah.
a lot of their limp calling, they're limp calling any ace. Almost any ace beats your ace.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So
Yep.
we have that.
Burning money.
We flop a double gutter and an overcard.
Okay, so what I would do on most boards is just bet 33%, 25%. That is a board where I would bet a little bit bigger because I could have pocket eights plus that want some protection, so I would go like 9 big blinds.
Yeah. And with this, because I expected him to stab all boards like this, I decided I was going to go for a check raise instead.
I like that.
That's what I went for.
Yeah,
I decided to go
don't
for the
know.
check raise. Check. He bets full pot.
You know, we don't want
Not
to check
with the
raise.
full pot
And
size.
you raised that one?
No.
I jammed on him.
I mean, I don't hate the jam on that one because at this point it's like whatever. But I personally would just bet the flop.
Yeah. So without knowing his hand, Bub is betting the flop here.
Yes.
Does anybody here want to think about doing a check call or check and well, it's going to be a check and evaluate because you're going to see what he does. But is there anybody here who wants to check this board, or does everybody want to bet with Bub?
I'm always checking.
Okay, so you're checking. All right. When you get this bet of 17, Sam, how are you responding to this with your double gutter and an overcard to this guy?
I am first of all, I'm not gonna get here with this fucking shit hand.
Okay, so you would have just checked behind.
I wouldn't. I would just fold. Like he takes a
You
pot
can't fold.
size.
You can't fold here. You
I'm-
have to see the flop.
No. On the. I would just check behind. Yes.
Okay,
Right.
Samuel,
That's fine.
can
So
I
you
ask
see the
you?
flop. We see the flop. When he bets, how do you want to play a double gutter and an over?
Is this a double gutter?
Yeah.
Deuce and
A
6.
deuce?
4, 5, 6, 7.
And a 6.
Yeah.
Deuce
Deuce
and
gives you the wheel and 6 gives you a straight.
See I mean, at least race with like ace 5 suited, so you like have a little bit more backdoor equity. Like this is just.
Are you folding?
Samuel,
Disgusting. Like I don't like to call. I don't want to check raise because he used a big size. Like this is just.
You want to fold?
I don't like. I'm at least gonna call once, I guess.
Okay.
And he doesn't even have enough behind.
Yeah.
really, I have a really question.
Yeah.
I really want to get an answer for that one. Let's say you have ace queen here. Would you mind ace queen offsuit raising like this pre-flop?
Sure.
Raise queen, I'm raising.
Be happy to. Yeah. Happy to raise ace queen here. And then I would bet.
No, I'm asking Samuel because
I'm raising ace queen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously.
What are you doing here on this flop with ace queen offsuit?
I'm still checking.
He checks because he's checking range.
Okay, you check.
Yeah.
And then he bets, and then we fold ace queen.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, am I the only one who does the squeeze, by the way? With the story we've told.
Not squeezing.
You're not squeezing. Is anybody squeezing along with me here? Nobody? Okay.
I'd
I would
squeeze against the right player.
Okay.
consider squeezing ace five suited, but even ace five suited, if they're just gonna call with any ace, like you're not deep enough that it's gonna be great to be playing an ace five a suited ace.
Yeah.
It's low.
Yeah.
Like if anything, I'm gonna do this with. I'm gonna do it on the button, not from out of position against two guys.
So right. So Sam, so Sam's play is gonna be just most of us are gonna check behind and see a flop and get to the
When
flop with
and
this.
when you
And we're
squeeze
gonna-
here, your goal is for it to fold.
Well, I didn't expect my goal, I'd love a fold, but I didn't expect Villain 17 to necessarily fold. I expected him to call with a
Well,
lot of stuff worse than ace five. A lot of stuff worse than ace five. But I was going to be out of position with ace five, unfortunately, when that happened.
yeah, that's kind of like if I'm doing this, it's because I want them to fold, not because I want against them
Yeah.
out of
Well, I did one in fold.
the
I went to
offsuit
eight.
ace.
I
Yeah,
went to
no,
eight.
that's I know
Yeah.
but that's what I'm saying is that if you're like this is just I'm not squeezing this.
Yeah.
This hand, at least against with two limpers, I'm not squeezing.
Yeah.
Because
This
I
is
would
where-
think more or less the under the gun player is going to be the one calling most of the time.
Right.
And
That's
even
bad.
then, that range is still possibly stronger than your ace five.
That range is not going to be fun to play ace five against. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, in a one where there were like another limper or something like that in a situation, I did a raise to 12. I did a squeeze to 12, which did work. Anyway, so this, so I'm the only one who gets here. And
I don't hate it if you jam over him though. I mean,
Right.
like if you think about his range, he has a lot of single pairs. Maybe this is just for protection.
Yeah.
No, just close his hands. We don't
oh,
want
yeah. Oh yeah, what he
like
would
if
yeah,
you like
what he should have here. He should
yeah
have
we
he should have a 3, a 4, or a 7 here a lot.
yeah
That's
or
what,
like pocket sevens, pocket eights, pocket nines. We have like an over plus an open ender. That's like what 11 outs.
The
10.
jam is cool. The jam is actually cool.
No, sorry.
I
I
mean,
didn't think of
11
that.
outs. We have 11.
Yeah, he's
We believe
short
we
it.
have 11 outs.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, I
short
think-
enough. We're only like really fucked if he has like ace four, ace.
Yeah.
Well, ace seven actually, because
Ace 7 is really bad for us, and we still have 8 outs to ace 7.
yeah. Well, not really 8 outs. Like 2 of them, you're chopping.
it's
That's
an
right.
interesting play. But the jam just
Well, no.
doesn't.
No,
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 we're never
no. You
chopping.
actually are good.
We're
8
never
outs.
chopping.
Yes.
We're
Yeah.
never chopping. We have 8.
So the one
Uh,
thing though is against a fish like this, a lot of the time when you jam here, they're going to be thinking he doesn't have it. He's just trying to push me up because why would he ever jam a set here or an overpair?
Right.
I mean, at least from my games, I hear them say like, "Well, he would never jam here. Why would he want to jam here if he's got a good hand?" And it's like, well, because you're an idiot and you
But-
call.
Yeah.
But-
Right. But this was where I did my second level of reevaluating was, oh my God, he will call. Not only does he have this, but he will call with ace 8. So that I didn't expect. I didn't think. And then
Wow.
the rest of the night was played against him. You know,
So that
Yeah,
in that
'cause it's-
situation, what do we want? Our adjustment is that we just want to outhand them. We just want to have better hands than they have
outhand them,
going
and
to the
we
flop.
want to bet, and we want to bet huge.
Bet huge. We can bet huge with hands that are, in this situation, if you have ace king, or if you had,
Yeah.
if
No,
you flopped
oh, yeah,
ace 7
shots.
here, you could put it in.
I mean, I would not, if I approach this against this guy again, and I have ace king here, I'm not jamming ace king
No.
against him. Because while he did do it with ace 8, I don't want to count on that. But when I have pocket 10s and stuff like that, yeah, we can just jam. We can just jam and he'll.
yeah, he's
he'll-
not
just-
fold, like
Yeah,
he's
I
not
just think about the
folding
pre-flop
any pair.
adjustment.
If he's not folding this hand, he's not folding anything.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
he's not. If he had like, God forbid, king 4 suited, he's not folding.
Yep.
Queen 3 suited, he's not folding. He's just not
Mhm.
folding.
Yep. All right. Up next is, let's see. Sam, are you someplace that you can see and talk, or are you still driving?
Yeah. You could, or I could. Yeah, let's go.
Okay, here we go. You got ace 7 offsuit on the button. It
Better
folds.
be. Yeah, I was gonna say it better be folded to me because
It is.
otherwise I'm not. I'm
No.
not flatting with this shit.
No.
Open
Open. All right, we go.
2.5.
We went to
3.5.
3.5 because we're playing. This is my attempt to play the horse.
Yeah, but
So
you gotta look at the blinds though. What are they? 30. Is it a 10 and 10?
Yeah,
20
a 10,
hand.
10, and his fold to, we haven't seen, and this guy we haven't seen their fold to steals. They're
And this is not
two
like
hands.
I would try not to do this online, unless you're pretty sure, because like the online players, they are better, even though they still
Sam,
suck.
you can let go of this.
Yeah,
I went to, this was an experiment. So
yeah,
this was not me adjusting for this. This was saying, I'm going to try to play like the horse. So the first adjustment I have to make is I have to make my opening size bigger. And
yeah.
instead
That's fine.
before
That's
I went
fine.
through, but
And Horse would do this because he thinks if you have a reasonable skill edge, you can play any cards from the butt.
yeah, any two
Yeah,
cards on the button. But also he's not opening that button to 2.5 big blinds. He's opening it to 4.
Yep.
So we changed our opening size for these sessions.
all right.
All right.
Let's go. That's fine.
There you go. So you get
Because
called by the big blind.
this is a profitable spot.
Yep. Okay.
He's gonna
Check.
check to you. We're gonna bet small.
Right. Bet half pot. Right.
Half pot is
Why
smaller.
is this bigger? I don't know why this is this big. This should be smaller.
Yeah, like he's trying to get him to race off.
I know.
But
I don't know why that was that size. It should have been smaller. All right.
So what did he get here with?
all right, this is a completed draw.
Yep.
So I'm expecting him to check to you.
Right. So now we need to bet small to recap it.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. Now we bet like 6.5, 7.
Right. Good. 6. Okay. We get called.
Okay, he's gonna check.
Yep.
All right. So what does he have? Once in a while, he'll have a nutted hand like nut flush. A flush is never folding.
Yeah.
He would also run into some king X of spades here. So we're only trying to get. It depends on what you want to do. Like, do we
We
want to
think he
just
has a
get?
lot of. We think he has a lot of 10x. We think he has some 5x with like a 5,
Yeah,
6.
ace 3, ace 4,
Ace 3, ace 4,
ace
10x.
3, ace 4,
Right.
ace 5.
Yeah.
Like sometimes they have 2 pair.
Right. They rarely have a king.
No, they'll have a king. Like if it's well,
They would
wait,
have-
no,
yeah,
if
they would-
if
They
they
have a
have a
king,
king,
it's like if they have a king, they have a
they
flush.
have a flush. Yes,
Right. And the flush raises. So it's hard for them to have a king here unless
Or
they
the-
unless
Well,
they
they
have
could have-
king 5, unless they have king 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they can have 2 pairs.
Yeah,
With
king
like
10.
or like king queen with the king of spade or some shit like that.
Yeah, I guess.
Possible.
Yeah, so it's possible. Not a lot, but we don't. But they exist, but there are not a lot of them. And the king makes the 10 feel bad.
Yeah.
So what size do you want to go? Because
So I
obviously,
don't-
you're boosting, right?
Do we have showdown here?
No.
I don't know. I think I would just choose a sizing where I get all the ace 3, ace 4, ace 5, and then like the jack 10, queen 10 to fold. That's about it. I don't think a king is gonna fold.
No. So
I don't think we need
what's
to.
that size?
If I'm trying to get a jack
All the way
10
up to
to
10.
call,
All the way up to
I have a jack 10 to call. I probably have to bet like 12, 13, or even maybe smaller. So I think like 25, something like that. It will be sufficient enough to get like ace 3, ace 4, ace 5, 5, 6, 6, 4, all those to fold. Something like that.
Gotcha.
Like-
So my thinking was similar, but I said to get a 10 to fold, I would have to bet. I didn't think 12 is what I would get a 10 to call with. I think if I want a 10 to call, I have to bet under pot, but I can bet 20. So I think
Yeah, it
10 to
depends.
call is 20. So I need to go to. So you say I need to go to 20, and I think I need to go to
30, 35,
35.
something like that.
That's
Yeah.
what I need to go 30, 35. I go all the way to 48
Yeah.
on that theory. And
Yeah.
what I happened to get called by the way, was 5-4.
Yeah. Well, see,
Yeah.
that's
Right. So as horse logic goes, what's my mistake here?
No, you
Your
didn't. You
first
didn't do
You
mistake-
didn't
anything.
make a
Size-
mistake. You ran.
Well,
into
I
it.
bet too big on the flop, but that's not
Yes.
okay.
Is there no big bets on this board? I'm sure that's fine.
I mean, the
Well,
only could you have gone smaller here on the turn to induce more check raises?
I went pretty small.
Yeah, you went
did.
6.
But I thought he uses it even smaller size here sometimes.
He would use, I think he would use around his sizing, like 30% ish,
Yeah.
which is, I mean, this is about 30. It's a little bit bigger than 30.
Yeah.
Well, then you just ran into it.
Yeah,
Well,
this is a
Oh,
situation. Well, this is a situation. The one thing I think you did wrong was your sizing on the river. And I kind of more agree with I think it depends. So like it's obviously personal opinion on what you think a 10 will call or whatever. But if I was running into a 10, if I think I think a 10 will call 15, I think 15 to 20 will
right.
call. So I think we can go 30,
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
little bit over pot and get the 10 to fold. So when we go like, what'd you go, 48?
48.
Is
Yeah.
when
That
we
would
run into the strong is that's only going to be the hands that stronger and are going to call. So we just save a little bit of money against those.
right. And then Lewis, to answer your question, yes, I believe that I believe that the board, and we'll look at that. I believe the button versus big blind on this board does bet big. I should have, because I was working on the horse, I should have done more like 3.75. But I pushed it up just
this is the hungry horse, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I was attempting to emulate some Hungry Horse stuff
Okay.
incorrectly, but I think I mixed in my idea that I go, oh, 10-3-4. This is a bet I board when I bet at large. So I'll go to five.
What I think is like, I think betting turn's fine as your bluff, but like this guy is a 30-15, so double barrels are usually very good against a sort of wider guy. But like once you get to the river, it's like, is this the guy you want to bluff, you know? Like he's already come this far and
I mean,
Yeah, but we
that's
did take a very small sizing on the turn, so his range is it's much wider. But
yeah, that's a fair
uh
point, yeah.
uh but we like I guess one thing we didn't consider is like him having two pair. Well, I mean I did say he
well,
could have like king three,
Yeah.
king four. Those
we
are
did. We
not
just want to adjust our sizing so that yeah,
yeah.
the two pairs are going to call, but we're not trying to fold two pair. We're trying to
So
get the
like
10x and single pair to call. We don't
so
want to go
like
huge because then we get those things to call.
yeah, so like let's say we have a set of threes here. What was the board?
The board is 10 of clubs, 4 of spades, 3 of spades.
Yeah, let's say if we had like a set of fours here. And given his range, he could have some two pair. I would take a large sizing. Like I would 2x pot it because I don't
On the turn?
on the river
Oh, on
because
the
he
river.
doesn't
Oh, if we
like
had a set of threes.
yeah like
Yeah.
if we had a set because it doesn't seem like he has a flush because he didn't check
Yeah.
raise or small sizing on the turn.
That's what we, yeah, we're
Do we
playing,
want to
And
try
we're
and
playing, he
target the
doesn't
weak
have a
part
flush.
of his range?
yeah, we're not trying to target his weak part of his range. We're trying to target like the stronger two pair part of his
Mhm.
range there.
Yeah.
And that's when you
Uh,
would go 48 into it and try and
Right.
target that stuff to call instead of
yeah.
using 48 to bluff.
Right.
Uh,
So
yeah.
Lewis,
So
to
this
answer your
is
question, yeah. So to answer Lewis's question, yes, this board bets large a lot of the time when it bets because it checks half the time. My particular hand but we weren't trying to play my hand like a solver. My particular hand does bet, and it bets, and the suits matter. The heart club version of it is one of the less betters, and it does the smaller size. With a spade, you get the big size. Ace of spades, a lot, and even the 7 of spades gives it to you. So that's the GTO, or that's a GTO solution. I was not attempting to play GTO. I
Yeah,
was
I mean this
attempting
guy's too
to
wide.
misplay
You
it.
want to bet more,
Yeah.
right?
Yep. There we go. All right. So that was that hand. Up next, after Sam, Brian went already, right?
Yeah, I want.
Okay. So it is Lewis. And then after Lewis will be Larry. All right. Here we go. Lewis gets ace queen.
why don't I get ace queen? Why do you give me like shit hands like that?
But don't worry.
You
They
get to
all
be
go,
like you
they,
get to be like me.
Sam, they all go bad.
I
No,
know.
don't.
All right.
I'd rather lose all my money with a
Oh,
good
look
hand
at
though.
this.
The fuck with
Um,
this shit.
I just want to say I mainly play six max zooms, so a bit
Right.
different
I think,
dynamics.
all right.
Oh,
I can just
But
fold it. I
you
can.
can.
too.
but yeah, I mean, okay, let's see what else happens. I mean, this guy's a tight guy, so
Yeah.
I just pitch the ace queen. So
Yeah. I think this is a
personally,
good fold.
like, you know,
Right.
this is where you get in. You know, this is I've seen this spot many times in tournaments and like
Yeah.
cash where like you call
I'm not
or you
calling.
and then you get the ace high flop and then you
Yeah.
You just fucking check cool down. He's just got ace king. Like that's the spot. Like, you know. And
Yeah.
this guy's a tight
So
guy, which like makes me want to fold even more.
Yeah, I think this is.
Do you hate
Even without knowing the result, I think this is. I think against this size, this is a good fold. I of course don't.
and okay,
basically
but
only
this one and then folding.
Yeah, if he jams
Maybe
it,
don't go that big. Don't go that big. I think
Okay.
it's way too big.
Go.
But 20.
I
Okay.
think free bet here might be worse than cool.
this
you
is
know?
this
Oh, I'm
is
not calling. Oh, you think
Scotty,
he
guess
doesn't
the
No.
want
one I
us to
told
call?
you.
Yeah,
Everyone
I
I
mean
told
against
you.
this kind of architect, you know, 8x, like unless the guy just thinks bid and 34 is a complete fish, will pull anything, you know, and he's exploiting him. But I don't know if that's the case. Thank you.
I have a question about what we talked about like 2 weeks ago. I said there's a player that I am certain splits range between limping and then he has a regular open size and then he's a monster open size. And I'm completely convinced his monster open is Queens plus.
Right.
And we decided that Ace King is never a three bet and it's just a fold.
Yeah, against Queens plus. I agree.
Yes.
This guy is not opening to 8. He's ISOing.
Yeah, I mean it's still
But
they're
yeah,
gonna
it's an
ISO.
oversized ISO. We'll see. We do at the time we didn't have. I mean, we played 43 hands with him, so we don't have anywhere near the confidence in our reads on him that you
Yeah.
have on your live guy. Okay, so this size could be more like 22, 24. So even though
Yes.
you go 4x out of position, once it's inflated to this size, you don't need to. And I'm skirting right at the bottom of. I'm right at the bottom of my raise fold. I haven't put in a third of my stack, so I did this. And by the way, if I got 4 bet, I was going to fold,
Hmm.
which I did, and I hope I folded.
Yeah.
I hope I folded. You're supposed to fold here. What the fuck?
Is it ace king? He's gonna
Here
show you
we
ace
go.
king.
Or it's just,
Oh, you
no, it's
got
just
him.
Aces.
Oh
it's
shit.
just aces.
But
Oh,
It's
you
just
got him.
aces. This is just terrible. This is just terrible.
Scotty, I'm
yeah, but
disappointed, man. I thought you would have seen this spot before.
Yes, yes.
He has seen it before.
Me too. Me too.
Hey Scotty, just so you know, horses don't play like that.
No, this is bad. So what's the horseplay to this?
Huh?
What
Fold.
to this oversizes? You just fold?
He's folding.
I have
100%.
no idea, but we're not calling the all in.
No,
I
the all
think
in is
no,
the
I
all
think
in
we
is
still
the all in is the all in
no, I think
is totally brain dead.
yeah, I think we still four bet. I mean I think we still three bet,
Yeah.
but we're not we're not calling.
I
If you
mean,
watch him play, he's gonna the only time you ever see him three bet these giant ISO sizes or giant open sizes is when he has kings and aces
Yeah.
basically and queens. Otherwise, I mean I you haven't I've watched a lot of that live
Yeah.
$100 an hour play, and I never
Yeah.
once saw him take ace queen and three bet into what he already knows is a very strong range.
Do you think he's mucking
Yeah.
this?
I think he's
Yes, it
gonna
is.
muck it a lot because when I watch him, he'd be like, "Okay, this is the spot where they love their hand. I have kings, I have aces. We're going to three bet to a monster size because they just aren't folding."
Yep.
Yeah.
And then if he did it
Exactly.
with kings, if he did it with kings and got four bet on, or he got well, technically it says three bet. If he got four bet on as
He was
with
going to do his,
kings,
this is
he would
aces and
be
sometimes it's aces. It's that story.
yeah, he's gonna be very close. He might fold depending on their stack size. If they're short
He
stacked, he'll
did
call.
fold. He did
Yeah,
fold.
he's
Yeah.
probably gonna fold.
And the guy had 10-9 suited.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, with kings, I mean, I don't think I'm finding the fold there. I mean, I think there's certain players that
but
I will fold against in that
I
situation with kings, but in this
I did
situation,
fold too. A couple
He's not three betting ace queen here.
Yeah, a couple months ago I did fold kings. And I was wrong. The guy has queens.
Yeah, I mean,
okay, but here in this spot, I think the range is very inelastic, whatever you raise to, right? If you go for
yeah.
20 bigs or 60 big blinds, it doesn't really matter. He will
I honestly,
fold
I
the
think if you're gonna three
same.
bet here, I would go to like you could do the stupidest three bet of like 16
I
because yeah, he
mean,
has some.
that might be a little bit too low, but
Well,
I
think
get your
about it.
point. Yeah.
You're gonna get it's good. It should get heads up in that situation, and you lose. And then when he jams here, you lose less. And when
Hmm.
he like you still because you don't want to call here. You never want to
Yeah.
make a call here. But
Yeah.
folding seems ridiculous, but I don't think folding's ridiculous at all. I think I would probably fold. But
Yep.
when you're sitting here, if you 3-bet to 16, you still get heads up. And then when he jams, you lost 16 more big blind. You lost whatever it was, however many you lost significantly less big blinds than you did when you go to
Yep.
32, when you expect that you're going to get jammed on often. You can't call ace queen.
So here's what I would here's the adjustment I would make to the sizing. And this is looking back at it. Obviously, in game, I would like to play it as badly as possible, and I succeeded at that. Think of since this 8 is a normal 3-bet size, like if this guy goes to 2.5, this 8 is a normal 3-bet size. So we should have gone to a normal 4-bet size out of position, which is about 2.5x.
Yeah, so
So
it'd
we
be
should
around
have gone
20.
we should have gone to 20, and then when we got jammed on, we should have folded, just like you do with ace queen. I should have just played this like an ace queen 3-bet here.
And
And by the way,
that's,
the ace
but I was,
queen here probably doesn't 3-bet in this configuration. So if it had actually been this,
yeah, I
Yeah,
think
but
about it like this, though. I think that
give
this
this
is,
guy this min raise, give the hijack the 3-bet. Now we come along to the small blind. Ace queen doesn't even do it. Doesn't even do it.
even ace
Yeah.
king. Ace king is even
Yeah, so
indifferent,
this
which
is
is crazy, right?
yeah. So this is the but and in this case the size he goes to 20, which
Yeah.
20 over 6.5. So that would be kind of a normalish thing to do.
Mhm.
Yeah, I had a similar spot in a tournament where when like limp raised 3-bet and I just like pitched jacks and I had like 20 bigs as well, and
Yeah.
one of them had just had
Oh,
queens,
wow. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like EP limp, MP raise, and these were short stacks as well. They had like 20 bigs themselves. So yeah, I mean, I just
Yeah.
pitched the
Not
jacks.
even play ace queen. But now this again, this is raise, re-raise, and that's against this because this range has to be so strong, and that violates it because this range doesn't have to be so strong. So more accurately, this is
So you should
much
probably
more.
you should probably pitch ace king here, to
Yeah,
be
this
honest.
is a lot closer to our situation, and still no ace queen.
Type player,
Yeah,
you're
this is a
swinging to a
lot.
big size.
Yeah, yeah, this is a lot closer to our situation.
And this is like the guy,
Still,
this is like the guy you play with live that opens aces to a monster size because he's terrified of his aces
yes,
getting cracked.
yep,
So when you see a monster open size, you
yeah,
just get out of the way 90% of it. I
exactly.
mean, it
All
just
right.
doesn't make sense to play against that. And then they say to you after, well, I don't want to get outdrawn.
Yep. Yep.
Like, okay,
And
well,
that's the limping range of our first guy. If you want to see what his limp is, he even has one of our queens. All right. Up next is Larry.
All right.
Everybody. I think I got everybody. Yep. Mike had to go. Okay. Larry, watch. Let's play another hand. All right. Larry gets to play ace king correctly and get screwed, whereas I made Lewis watch me play ace queen wrong. But that's good that in that one we saw the exact mistake. Okay, so raise to 3.
I think between 12 and 14 is good.
Sounds good. Go to 12, we get called.
Generally, I think we are going to range bet this flop
Mhm.
in the 3-bet pot with a small size.
We can
5. I
also
would go.
check. We
I
can
think
also go for
checking here is good too,
we
but
can
I would
also go for a check
go.
raise if we're checking range.
Say it again.
I said, yeah, and we can also go for a check raise if we're checking range.
Yeah.
This seems like a
I'm not check raising.
you check calling.
I'm not like if I check here and he bets, I'm not check raising. Like people know these boards are good for me,
Okay.
and when they do bet, I don't think like this is a hand where when you check raise and you get called, I don't think you're happy.
good.
Okay. Okay.
Good.
That's a good thing to see.
Horse actually just released a video about this recently, and that with these like thick value hands out of position, he does not want to check raise
Yeah,
here
you just go bet
because
bet
he
bet.
ends up value owning himself in these situations where when you check raise and get called, it's usually not good versus when you just go bet bet, you can get worse hands to. And when
He's
you get
keeping in the range wider
experience,
by
Yeah.
bet.
Right. Although I
yeah, and
thought
you
he had I
experience.
thought he had a thing that he was checking range out of
Yeah,
position.
so
Yeah,
you would
So
generally
Okay.
check range, but this is also
He
he
changed
also
it up. He changed it up. He changed it up. Like when it's the stacks are shallow, like we are here, he changes us up. He like these stick value. He's not gonna check raise.
Because you can just go
The
bet this
hands the
right off.
hands that he goes to check raise is if he flop a set, like the
Mhm.
nutted hands, like
Okay.
kings, queens, pocket nines, like
And
with
king and
aces,
jack.
ace. Yeah, with aces and ace king, he's just gonna go bet, bet, bet.
Okay. So I call.
when a ton of money starts going in.
Okay. I
Not
call.
loving your
I
top pair
call
top
on
kicker.
Sam's reason. Okay. So, Larry, so for reasons that either the others have expressed or because I actually saw them myself, I didn't check raise. I check called.
All right.
Okay. 5.
We would check and flow here.
Right. Check. He bets.
All right, so this is indicating something, right? He's just down bet.
He down bet.
Yep.
This is a brickish card.
Mhm.
Um, our SPR is around what? It's approaching 1.2 or something.
Yeah.
Um, I think you can shove here. I think shoving's fine against this down bet. You're gonna get value from draws here. You can get value from lesser king X, or you could just call.
Okay.
You're pot committed now.
Yep. Yep. Pot committed, trying to get, just, trying to charge a bit more to the draws and mistakes. And when I'm up against the king
Yeah, I
queen
get.
and the jack 10 that I don't expect to be against on that size, whatever, right?
Yeah, I used to do this, but now when I raise, I don't do this anymore. I just put the money in.
Just jam. Okay.
Yeah,
And
because
are you on board with you were on board with check call the flop.
yeah,
When he makes this size, have you moved to check raise or are you still on check call, Sam?
it's either a check call or a check jam. It's like I would
Got it.
not make it 45 because it
But what's
doesn't.
his range at down bets?
It
Like
could be
Jack, it's
king
like Jack
jack.
nine. It's
King
like Jack
jack.
nine of diamonds trying to buy a showdown, man.
Yep,
Like something
that's
like that.
exactly. It's weaker, and
King
then
jack,
he's got
king
a lot
10.
of hands that that are going to be inelastic, that are going to be elastic on the river that we can get value from now.
Okay.
I
So
think your size is fine. I mean, you guys
I
are
don't know
making
what
good
he
arguments.
calls though,
This
which is
does, I
worse
think, keep
though.
his range wider with
Yeah.
more hands that we're ahead of.
yep.
So I think
Anybody
And
that,
so
oh God.
now we cry and call.
Anybody folding? On
I
the
mean, you
he's
block
just
the
told
ace
you how
flush
strong his hand
draw.
is. He's just told you how
Yeah,
strong his hand
yeah.
is.
I mean, this is the type of hand where I call in my session and I get fucking furious with myself because he's told me he's got the nuts. Like, probably you probably have to fold to be honest, unless you have a read on this guy.
I mean,
Because
you can fold
you block the eight.
if you're not too interested in pot odds, but I don't
Yeah,
think
I
we
mean,
fold.
yeah,
Well,
but sometimes
pot
cards
up,
don't
but
matter if
you
it's never a bluff, you know?
well, no, it
It's,
does matter. Is you put a number on how often is he bluffing, and you go 0.5% or zero, make it zero. Then you
you might have
then
ace
you put a
king.
number, then you put a number on how often is he overvaluing another hand like king jack, king, and if that is 5%, then with those numbers, you pay attention to your pot odds and you fold.
Question is, does he
If
do
those
this
numbers
with his
are
draws? Does he have a fuck it? I had a draw and he raised me. Let's just put the money in and try and.
I mean, you can do the Alex Fitzgerald. It's like, what's the best hand he does this with, which we beat? Like, does he do this with King Jack? I don't know if he does, to be honest.
Probably
That
not.
seems
No,
unlikely.
yeah,
he
it's hard
doesn't
to see
have. It's
King
not
Jack
King
doing this.
Jack.
It's hard to see King
It's
Jack doing this and King 10, even though it's a pair and a gut shot. It's hard to see those doing it because he doesn't need to. He doesn't think I'm going to fold. He can realize,
Queen.
yeah, King Queen and like
The
that.
Yeah, I
thing
mean,
is,
maybe we just.
It's
I don't know how to fold here. The pot odds are too compelling to me.
there's a little in online. There's a little button marked F. You push that, and
I haven't found it yet.
and in live you have two cards in your hand, and you throw them into the middle of the table instead of the chips. So you have chips on one side
Oh,
and cards on the other.
is that what people are doing?
That's how you do that.
I was
And I did
curious what they.
right,
I was
and it is
curious
going to
why they were
be
giving their hands up before
Oh
the end of the
God.
yeah,
hand.
see,
set of
yeah.
nines.
Not so. It's going to be like this fucking 90% of the time.
Yeah,
I mean,
and if
yeah.
it's 90% of the time, then given the pot odds, you fold. You just
I feel
those are
like
real numbers.
I mean, the best case scenario is he had ace king and decided just to call three. Like,
Can we go flop turn real
Best
quick?
case scenario is he has ace king.
yeah,
I want to go
I
flop
wonder why he
turn real quick.
chose. I wonder why he chose the down bet on what. So let's talk about what kind of. What's he thinking about with his down bet? So the argument would be he's thinking about his down bet is keeping your range wide, and he doesn't really care about
He
the
thinks that
variable wetness of this board.
he thinks that
So
he thinks that my hands are a lot of queens and a lot of queens fold.
yeah,
And
he's just trying to keep you wide. I mean,
he thinks I have
can
ace
can
queen.
we
Can we
argue
I have
this
go?
is
ace
an
queen pocket
unusual
jack.
down bet size here?
It is
Is this a
unusual.
geo bet
No,
in
I don't
it's not
know.
sizing?
geo. It's not geo. It's too small to be geo. It's this.
So
I
what's the
didn't bet
SPR on turn?
on turn before he bets.
Here it's
We're at
2,
2-1.
right?
Yeah, 2-1. Just under 2-1. And a third
So
doesn't make it.
yeah, it's not. So geo would be like 60% pot.
Yeah.
He could
Here's
just
what
go to 20 here and he'd be fine.
yeah. Here's what I think. Here's what I think he's thinking. If he has a thought, if it, this is my guess, his thought process. I 3-bet him. I check on the flop. There are a lot of hands that I have that just miss this. My jacks, my tens are not happy because most of my aces, things like ace king continue. So he bets, you know, right around here because I do have some gut shots and things. When I call him here and he looks at this and I check again, he says, I think you have a hand like ace queen. And ace
Yeah,
queen
Well,
he's
is
just
going to
trying to
fold
keep
some
you
decent
wide.
size. I've got to get called by a queen. So I go all the way down to 15. A queen will call. And I'm willing to risk this against pocket tens and pocket jacks that have a gut shot.
yeah,
Yeah.
one thing that makes me like your raise
This is
here
really
is
good.
that now we can fold, which we didn't.
Yep.
But when he does this, we can now be told we are not good here.
Right. So
We got to get out of the way.
got to get out of the way. Yep. So there's that. And like that. Okay. So
yeah. I
uh
think it's worth acknowledging it's emotionally hard to fold here. Like, especially
Yeah,
like if you're just playing like two tables, regular table cash, it's like you could have waited for like an hour for this, or like
yep.
30 minutes,
Hmm.
Same with live.
emotionally is the main problem. Got to work on our
Yeah.
emotions here.
Yeah.
All go to
Now I
therapy.
don't think I'm separating if I'm playing live. Because it's a 3-bet pot and people under double barrel.
That is true. You gotta think
So
about
this
Yeah,
that.
this
like,
15 doesn't make you feel that he's just got a worse king than you, this size?
but the thing is, it's a 3-bet pot. Like, if does he ever bet here with King Jack after you call him on the flop?
Yeah.
I just don't think they do bet like King 10, King Jack. I don't think is betting this turn.
I think it is because because of their fear of giving a free card to a gut shot and to a flush draw. Remember,
Yeah,
I have ace jack here, I have ace queen here, and
yeah, but
I
they
have
don't know that. I mean, they like. I'm
and I have
only
pocket
worried
jacks and
about.
pocket.
Yeah, I know. I'm only worried about their range. Like when they double barrel, like are they under double barreling or are they what are they
It's not a
doing?
barrel. Well, usually barrel implies it's a bluff. Double barrel means bluff. So we're not talking about bluff. We're talking about betting again for
Yeah,
value. And the down bet is usually um, informational, meaning we can glean some information from a down bet. We were
Yeah,
wrong.
I know. I'm a big proponent of bet sizing. There's bet sizing tells for sure, but I just don't think it's applicable in this 3-bet pot situation because I've seen it. Like people are getting way smarter now. Like in 3-bet pots, they're betting a little bit smaller with like the very strong part of their range. But the most important thing is like they're under bluffing on the.
I didn't think under bluffing. Yes, I did not. When he bet that 15, I did not think he was.
three bet. That is true. Three bet pot in a 3-bet pot with a board like this, it is definitely gonna be under bluff. That is true. I didn't think about that. Is that a king queen 9 board in a 3-bet pot is going to be significantly under bluffed.
Like in my mind, I'm like, All right, he's gonna have king queen here. He's gonna have pocket nines, pocket queens. Those are all betting the turn again. He also has jack 10 for the straight. But what is he like? Is he really calling my 3-bet pre-flop with king jack off and then betting twice? Like that's
King Jack
very
suited.
yeah, that's
Good king suited.
very unlikely. So king jack suited, it's what? It's 2 combos versus 4 combos of jack tens, 3 combos of nines, and 3 combos of queens. So I don't think I'm raising here.
Okay. Those are good reasons. The only difference in your analysis that I have is I would not give him 3 combos of queens. I would say that at least half his queens 4-bet me
Well, I'd
pre-flop.
say you can remove the queens and just add the king queen.
Yeah, like the king queen,
Yeah.
king queen. If he calls with king queen off, then we're like
Yeah.
in deep
But they
shit.
do. In
But,
live at least, let's say we're playing a live game,
okay.
they're calling king queen, they're calling king
Yeah.
jack, they're calling jack 10. Like those
So
are
let's
all
play this.
hands they're absolutely calling the
They're not
So
bluffing the
let's play
pocket
this out.
sixes with a spade, you know.
So let's play this out now. We're going to go 3. We're going to go to 12. He calls. We're going to make the choice to check range here. That's there are reasons not to, but we're going to make the check range choice. When we check and he bets, we've decided we're going to call with his hand. On the turn, when we check and he bets 15, we are going to see his size and go, oh, now we feel more confident about our ace king being good. So we're definitely not folding to this downsize. But we don't check raise it for the reasons you guys said. So we call there on the
Well,
river. And then on the river, we get
I
to
don't like
6.
that we're saying this
We check
after
again.
seeing the results and not thinking about this during the hand. Is that we are saying this after seeing the results because I was okay with a raise after seeing the down bet. But now when I think
Yeah, we
about it,
thought,
this is a 3-bet pot with 2 face cards. This is a completely underbluff board. He's not going to continue to bluff with lines here, even if he is down betting.
right. But I'm saying it a different way, Brian, which is
Yeah.
um, the 3-bet here the raise here made sense. Some people wanted to
Yes.
just jam it. And here we've already determined when we take this line that we are strongly going to considering folding here. Given our belief of 90% that we're beat 90% of the time. And if we're beat 90% of the time, this is mathematically a fold, even counting the pot odds. Okay. If we are beat 70% of the time, we are going to call. So we expect to be beat most of the time. The difference is it 90 or is it 70? We're going to call if it's 70 and we're going to fold if it's 90. That's fine. We've established that. The line that I'm saying is when we take this line, because this is the line that Sam was proposing, I just wanted to follow it up. So we go here, he down bets, we check, he bets now, and our response to this down bet is not, oh my gosh, this means we have him beat, and now we can raise and get money from his draws. Instead, we go, oh, we could be ahead. This is not so bad, and we call. So we call the 15. The pot is now going to be 70, and we just call.
No, it's gonna
Okay,
be 80.
78.
78.
Yeah.
Pot's gonna be
79.
78.
No, it's
79.
It's
65
15 minutes.
now.
It's gonna be 80. It's gonna be 80. All right. So
Yeah.
the pot is 80. Pot is 80, and we have 70 left. So we're going to just call. The river is the 6. We are going to check again. When he is on a hand like King Jack or King 10 and he checks behind, so be it. And we win this pot, and we don't get the extra money. And so we played it soft, so be it. And when he bets again on the river, his bet size is going to be pot, we assume. Are we going to fold
And he's going
the third
3
bet?
streets. We did give him
So on
rope.
3
We checked
streets
all 3.
in the 3-bet
She
pot,
was under
I'll
bluffed.
under
I'll
bluff.
tell you. I'll just say one thing. It's better to call if you just check call the river. Even if he puts all the money in,
Mhm.
it's better to call that river bet versus the bet that we're calling on the turn when we
No, I
raise and
agree.
he
I
just
agree.
jam.
I completely agree that
Because
as played,
yeah,
I should have folded the turn. I'm now following your line and I'm saying, which I think is better. I'm saying, let's now play out that line. When we do this,
yeah.
I'm going to give you that his river bet is, I'm going to state his river bet is now a jam on the 6. What do we want to do with ace king on this river bet?
I
Do we
can't
want
really tell you what it is because I don't know the opponent, but I'll just say it's a better situation. Like I would call more likely if we just check 3 streets.
Okay. So someone
Even
who,
then, in that situation, it's still kind of a weird spot to call because we're sitting here
Yeah,
thinking,
it
what
I
the hell
agree.
does he go 3 streets with? Like King Jack probably doesn't go 3 streets, and that's the
let me
only
start
hand
with
that we
Larry.
beat.
Let me start with Larry because it was Larry's hand. Right? Larry, you started this hand, I think.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
I think you did. So Larry, you were okay with this 45 here. And you were gonna call the river like you were gonna call the turn like I did. But now we're playing a different line, which is where
Hmm.
you called the down bet. So you call the down bet, and then you check then on the river you're gonna check again. You're not gonna donk the river, right?
Yeah, no.
You play this line. So you go here and he jams. Are you gonna call him?
Um, well, it's a very uncomfortable spot. Having the ace of spades is bad.
Having the ace of spades is very bad.
Um, it's very hard to fold this hand.
Okay.
I personally
Mhm.
like the call on the river more than jamming the turn or calling a jam on the turn because
Agree, but I agree with you that this is a better one. My question though is, are you going to call it? I'm
Yeah,
not.
it's very hard to
I'm
get
not
away from this
arguing
hand. I
with it.
mean,
I'm fair.
the
I'm following.
argument, why would we call this hand? We call this hand because we're beating value. What's his value? Well, it actually, when you start thinking about what his value is, it's pretty thin. It's like King Jack suited, King 10 suited.
That's it.
yeah,
And
they're not betting that as well.
so that's how many combos of King Jack and King 10 are we dealing with suited?
Two.
We're dealing with
Too easy.
we're unblocking it.
but he can still have bluffs on the turn. So if
Yeah, I
he
mean, it's like
bets
6 combos of value. He does have bluffs, but again, we don't like having the ace of spades.
A lot of his
Mhm.
yeah, a
Um,
lot of his bluffs would
Wait,
contain the
so
ace of spades.
Solver has
so
bluffs.
it's
Do
pretty
our
hard to
players
get
have
away
bluffs?
from, but um, it feels like it would be a player dependent adjustment. And a 35-29 over what? I don't see how many hands this is.
This is 17 hands. Nothing. We have no information.
Yeah, that's not much to go with. It's very hard to fold this hand. I don't know if I have it in me.
Okay.
I'm sure there's other much better poker players who would understand that we are beat here, but it would be hard for me to find.
The
Okay.
thing is, if he was bluffing at GTO frequency, I assume
Which he
Solver's
isn't.
gonna want to bet 6 of spades, 6 of hearts, which just fucking got there. You know, if he, was gonna mix cool and fold
The one
versus the
question
free
I would have for the
bet.
group is having the ace of spades a strong enough blocker to bluffs that we can fold? I mean, can we make decisions based on our side card, the ace of spades?
Let's
Here's
take a look.
one.
Let's see what
I mean,
let's take a look if it matters in
I
Solverland.
wouldn't.
when we say he has bluffs, it's yes, Solver has bluffs, but population really doesn't.
Okay, so take away our ace of spades and give this guy ace jack of spades. He can certainly raise and call our 3 bet with ace jack of spades. He flops the world and bets it for big. When the turn comes, he continues because he wants to, but he down bets because of it. Does he bluff the river with that? That's the question.
No, I don't think so.
I think he can make it to the river with the ace jack of spades and ace 10 of spades. And the question is, does he then bluff it all in? You guys get to decide.
Yeah, it feels like
mean,
I mean, I think it's a significant adjustment to. I don't think that. Well, let's see what Solver does.
Yeah.
I'm curious now.
He calls.
Someone needs to mute, please.
That sounds like Sam to me. That was Sam. Okay.
So
Spades, 9 of hearts. Okay.
yeah, we're gonna range bet here, which is a problem, but we have
Yep,
checks.
but
We have a
no,
sliver.
we have a sliver of the checks, and that's okay.
All right, so
That's
we
okay.
check. He's
We
gonna
check.
have lots of options with his 9x.
He does, and he bets 11, which is going to be the same as 14. He bets 14,
We're
and
calling.
when we take this line, it's always a call.
Yeah.
So there is no raise there. Turn is the 5 of diamonds. Pretty innocuous. When we take this line, we check. Now, can he get a bet of 15 in here?
You roll over the 9th and see what options it gives him.
Yeah.
So
He
it
can bet,
likes
he
it
can bet, he can
mixes
bet small.
between what?
It
What is
down
this?
bets.
Small and yeah, he's got down bets. So give
He
him the
down
down bet.
bets most of the time when he takes this. So there's the down bet. In response to the down bet, it does not like the check raise against the down bet against a solver's range. Okay.
And
Yeah.
also, I like that the betting range is actually, it looks right. Because it has King 10, Queen Jack,
Why
Queen
is Sam
10,
unmuted?
stuff like this.
Oh, Sam, I'll mute him again. Oh, he just muted himself. There we go. Okay, because he wanted to say something to us, and then somebody said something to him instead.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, so we never
So
yeah,
when
we're
he
never
does
raising.
this, he's got his King Jack suited here. He's got his King 10 suited here.
Yeah, he has the stuff we would expect, right? It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Queen 10,
A
Queen
lot of
Jack,
it.
King
He's
Jack
got it.
stuff, all like this.
Yeah, he's got it. It's there.
So in that
This
situation,
guy.
we check and then he just checks back the river.
Yeah. All right. So here comes. We are on the small blind again. We check our ace king. We're going to say he jams. And now the question is, does the ace king care about having the ace of spades?
Yeah, so
And the answer is yes, it likes it. It doesn't like the ace of hearts. So riddle me that, Batman, and then move on to the left.
yeah, it doesn't tell us much. Can you click on
Well, it tells us this.
EV here?
Yeah, I'm going to go to that in a second. It tells us this, that when he gets here with the spade draws, let's say he can't have spades with a queen. He can't have spades with a king. When he gets here with a ace spade draw, he doesn't bet it. When he
Yeah,
gets here
standard.
with these other ones, he does.
Yeah,
That's why.
he doesn't like
Right.
blocking
Right. And that's
your
different. And
busted
that's what's
draws.
different. Right. And that's what's
In theory.
different than humans.
Yeah.
Wait, weren't we in position?
No, we are small
We're
blind.
out of position. We're small blind.
We're small blind. We three bet from the small blind. That's where we got in this check call line. Right.
I have one request if you have a second.
And so when we do this, I'm going to go back to yours now. Our ace king mostly calls here. All right. Now you wanted to see equities on where?
Well, no. I wanted to see the EV of our call on this node.
Right
So if
here.
you can go to EV above here,
Strategy
yeah.
and EV.
EV, and then scroll over ace king. Let's see how. I don't really like the way it does this because it doesn't really tell us what the action is. Maybe strategy plus EV is better actually. And then go back. So it's a pretty thin call, right?
Yeah.
It's not a slam dunk call.
Nope. It makes
But
one
it
big.
also tells us a little bit about that it actually thinks it's more valuable to have the ace of spades, which is surprising.
Mhm. Yeah.
But I think that is a solver thing. That
Yeah.
doesn't really matter in real game because
Mhm.
the ace of spades, yes, the solver would bluff more with the other hands instead of the spade.
Yeah. It's the
Well,
turn.
we know that this is reverse, right? Because it doesn't like to
Yeah.
bluff with the busted fluff draw.
Yeah,
Right.
but that's
So
as said a solver thing.
Yeah,
I
and we-
wouldn't care that much about that
Yeah.
one.
I
well,
agree.
of course, this is a little bit of solver mental masturbation, but we're just
Second
looking at
best
it.
kind. All right. Here we go.
Yes.
Up next is
all right.
Mike. Oh yeah. You good?
So I guess so you're going bust, solver's going, but you can rationalize this by saying solver's going busted too.
No, I think, well, here's the thing. The thing to learn, and it's a reasonable one, is again, in this line, solver doesn't like this raise. We talked through it in how we thought our opponents played, and most of us got to this is not our best raise here.
I mean, the solver has it betting
Whoa.
king 10 all the time, right?
Yeah, I'm saying that we did not have this as our as our best choice. But the real crime is this.
Oh, can I ask one more question here? Because
Yeah,
maybe I'm stupid, but instead of
oh,
raising
maybe.
to 45, can we just jam?
Yes, we can absolutely jam. We can go broke in a totally different order. It is reasonable to do that here, to do the jam.
Just jam
It
here.
is sensible.
I feel way better if I jam here
Mhm.
than raising to 45.
Right.
One option here, which I'm curious about. I don't know if it's the right thing to do. What about a click check raise here, folded jam?
No, that I hate.
Okay, well that answers
Then I
my
would call.
question.
Then I
Anybody
would
else have any
call.
differing opinion?
Well,
So first,
I
Larry,
think
say
it's
why you want. What do you want to accomplish with a check raise? I understand that by doing it to a click, then I lose less money when I jam, and it's easier to fold to the jam. What does the click raise do for you as opposed to a check? Why do you want to do it? And
No.
then people criticize it.
See, now we're getting into
Sam, hold on, Sam, for a second. Larry proposed it, so say why you wanted to do it, and then
Well,
criticize.
I never said I wanted to do it, frankly.
Ah,
I'm postulating on different lines here.
okay,
Now, the argument as to why it might be good is just for exactly where you got, which is we're less pot committed, and our
okay.
pot odds allow us to get away more. Now, it sucks because well, I don't know if it sucks. I think it has
What
maybe
does it
some
accomplish?
value in real
What does it
life.
accomplish more better than a check call? What does the check click do for you that the check call?
Well, we're at the top of range, and it puts more money in the pot against his draws.
Okay,
yeah,
think
but you're also
results
giving.
oriented, it looks good. But if you think about it, like the reason we thought raise is decent here is because we think we have the best hand. So I don't think it, and we want to get more money in against his draws right now. So I feel like, yeah, if we look at it results wise and we did a click back and then when they jam, it's easier to fold. But I think that's about the only reason it's a better play than it is to, then the whole reason we did this is because we think we have the best hand here and we can cooler his kings and we can get more money from his draws. But like the
Yeah,
click
yeah.
back doesn't make
I'm
as
just
much
throwing an
sense, you
idea out
know?
there. I don't know if it's necessarily the right thing to do. I'm just, you know,
I don't think it's the
these
right thing
sessions
to do.
allow us to experiment and discuss lines,
Yeah.
and
yeah,
so I am
okay.
postulating that it might have some value because I guess the value is that it's not as pot committing as the only value, but we're still getting some more money in against the majority of his range, which we're ahead of.
Okay. Sam, you wanted to say something about that?
Yeah, see, like when we talk about oh, should we click it smaller so we could fold? We're essentially doing one of the old things that we think fishes do, is to find out where they're at.
Yeah.
That's
No, it's not
exactly
necessarily that. It's also
the
because we're putting more money in against a range that we're ahead of.
yeah, but
There's a lot of draws
see,
here.
the
But
thing
it
is,
might be a fishy play. I'm just coming up with ideas, and I expect some people hate it and some people think it's okay. That's fine.
I don't hate it. I'm just explaining why. Like when you click it to 30 here, you're just giving him the right odds to call. Yes, we're getting more money in versus his draw, but what's the point of you're giving him the direct odds to draw? He's not he's not making a mistake calling you
Well,
with
his draws. Well, he's
like
never. Well,
like
the
if you make it
value is
third.
that we're getting 15 more big blinds against his draws, which are never going to call a bet on River when they miss.
So here's what I think. Here's the way I would resolve that. Because that's of course true, which is let's be more polar in our actions. Meaning, if the 15 is quite mergy in that way. If we believe we have the best hand and we want more money in against it, let's put in more money, a lot more money, if that's what we believe. If we believe that we are in a defensive mode here, let's play it defensively and let's not do the middle ground.
Yeah,
There's
I mean,
there's
I
value
think
at the top end.
we're really in our what will be called a check call show here, and I think that's probably I think the solver has the right line, probably.
Yeah. When we take this initial action.
Yeah.
I and my so the the overall lesson, not from this specific hand, but is that idea, and it's the thing that Brian was working on before. Let's choose the more more committed action for ourselves. I don't mean committed to the pot. I mean where we believe let's believe our read. We have the best hand or we don't. If we believe that we do and we want more money in, then it's check jam in general. If we are in a defensive mode, it is check call. And let's not, if we do the 45 and we get told otherwise, we're going to fold. But the 45 is not as good as the jam, and the 30 is not as good as the jam, and is not as good as the 45, is my thought. The last thing before moving on, there was one other thing on that, was, and the down bet, which was that I was wrong about what the down bet meant to him, and I was wrong about what the down bet meant in solver. So I'm probably wrong about what the down bet means to population. Not death.
I'm not so sure that this down bet translates well.
I think
So
it
the
Especially
bet,
added
translates
to
only
one of the few hands
because,
that is going to feel comfortable using this size.
All right.
but I think that's only that this is the down bet isn't as big as we think it is just because it's a 3-bet pot and an underbluff board.
Yeah.
And that's when we got to think about
Yeah.
like
Jack 10 of
that
spades is
this,
pretty comfortable there on this
yeah,
board.
he's got a lot of hands here that, I mean, all of his weaker hands probably just aren't going to bet.
I think he was trying to get value from a queen
Yeah.
and not trying to get there cheap with, not trying to get to the river cheap with his flush draw that I thought I should charge him for.
like
And at
here's
the time, that's what I thought.
I'm going to
I
put a
wouldn't
link in chat
Thank you.
to a tool that I've been checking out that might be interesting to use in a spot like this.
Mhm.
Because purpose of this tool is we would put this line in this particular configuration, and then
Mhm.
we would see how much is his strength and how much is his weakness.
Gotcha. Okay. If you feel like following that up, we will come back and look at that, but let's move on to the next hand.
Sure.
Because Mike hasn't gotten to criticize me yet. All right, Mike. Another ace king with a poster. And the poster is short. Mike is zoned out. All right. I'll give you a chance to come back. When you come back, Mike, it's you. All right. So I'm going to jump back up to the top, and the top is currently Brian, ace king.
We can't, Mike's there. We just can't hear him.
Oh, well, he's here, but he's not talking.
Okay. Well, sorry, Mike. I'm taking your ace king. Okay. So posted, folded to me.
Yeah. Oh,
What
no.
are we looking
Posted in a raise.
Ooh, okay. My guy is a VPIP of 69 through 13 hands.
Very different than
So
the ace
that's
queen hand. No, we can't hear you, Mike. So Mike is there. Mike, we can't hear you. Push various buttons. Spin around. He's going to probably come back, but he doesn't get to play ace king. He'll get the next one.
okay. So, I mean, we don't have a ton of hands, but that's pretty wide for 13 hands. What, VPIP of 69, raising 23.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're definitely 3-betting here. We're on the button, so let's go to 20.
Sure. 20, 18's okay too. 18 to 20 seems great. This is very different than the ace queen hand. I'm just going to say why. First of all, yes, it's big here, but it's not 8. It's not egregiously big. It's 6. Secondly, we're in position, not out of position. Third, we have ace king, not ace queen, and that's a huge difference. And fourth, we're suited. Big difference. So I go 18.
18.
You're okay with
Hopefully.
18, right? 18 to 20.
Yeah, 18's fine.
All right.
I went 20 because he's a looser player, so
Yep.
get all of
That's
his weaker hands and more money in.
all right. That was fun.
Okay, 47, 15. What does it say? Raise
He called.
30.
He called
Yeah.
called the 3-bet.
Okay.
And this guy
All right.
calls.
Okay. I
Right.
got 2 calls. Interesting.
Boo.
Okay.
Mm. Check.
I'm checking.
Good
Not
idea.
into 2 players. I'm not betting.
Good idea.
Okay. All right. So we bet.
Right.
We bet small.
So what do we think his range is here? Oh, and we wait for the next action. And he checks. What do we think his
He's
range is?
he's got single pair hands. He's got a lot of draws here. A lot of maybe single pair plus flush draw.
A lot of
He
pocket
has
pairs
locked
too.
up.
A lot of
Yeah, he's
pocket
got
pairs, right?
it pairs. He's got locked up equity as well with flushes that already made it. I mean, he's got ill invulnerable hands.
Hmm.
So I think that if we took this line, I wouldn't love. We would do. I would go. Oh God, you can't mess around here. I'm not betting. It's too the
Just
pot's
lose.
too big.
Yeah,
Thank
Yeah,
you.
the pot
just
is
lose
way
and
too
try to hit
big.
an
I
ace.
can't mess around with this.
Yeah, just lose and try to hit an ace or a king on the river, and hopefully it goes check check again.
Yeah, we check here. There's absolutely no way I'm
Right
like,
there,
oh
yeah,
God.
that's much better. Yep, yep. Okay. And what do we run into?
Oh, I mean, if he calls, I mean, he's gonna have flushes. They're gonna call this size. He's gonna have X that can call this size. He's got two pairs in call. So jack suited that can call it. He's got sets.
I
I
think just
mean,
yeah, any pair with
basically anything.
yeah, you can have 10-10 with a 10 of hearts here.
Yeah,
You can have
basically
Jack
anything.
Queen, you can have Jack Queen of spades. You can have 10-10 with a 10 of hearts. You got a lot of things to call. Yeah, just
So
a
let's
10.
say if I was sitting here and I had 300 behind still, and that's effective stack, then I would do like a really small size here. I'd go
Right.
like 15, 20, still
Yeah,
trying to get him to raise off his super strong hands. They're gonna want to put more money in,
yeah.
and then we can. Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's that. But there were a ton of things. There were a ton of things that could have called there. Ton of things that could have called. This
Yeah, yeah.
just terrible.
In that situation, we go 15, he raises, and we fold.
There we go. So we're gonna blame Mike for that one.
Can
Mike,
you
if
hear
you're
me
still,
now?
yeah, you're here. You can have the next hand. Don't worry, it'll also go badly.
No,
All right, here we go.
no.
Here's the next hand. You got Ace Jack.
Oh,
Now I
right.
know you won't
Give me
lie.
ace king, please. Yeah, to the button. I'll be three betting here.
Three bet. Good. Oh, didn't
Yep,
ask your size.
11.
What size?
11 is where I go. Yeah.
Okay, good.
It might change based on the villain, but in this case, we don't have any info.
No, 33 after six hands. It's nothing.
Okay. Well, so we know his range is going to include just a ton of pairs and a lot of ace X and Broadway type stuff.
Mhm.
This is a flop that I think we get to actually see bet quite often, and I think we're going to use a larger size when we do in theory. Is there any reason to just B33 kind of range? Maybe, but you're not going to get folds here on the flop. We're looking for
Any pair.
folds later a lot of the time. So I think you could go kind of a range size or bump it up to like a B75, but not with this
Good
hand.
job.
I'm gonna go
One bit.
small here.
Okay. So you're gonna go small. And I don't know if I do it in this one. And can I sell you on a check range and this hand is in your range, therefore you check?
Yeah, you could check range here.
Okay. So
Absolutely.
let's do
I
three
think
bet.
I would probably default to more of a C bet with this hand,
Yep.
but
That's what I did.
yeah,
Okay.
you could absolutely check range.
Right. Okay. He calls.
Now you don't know what to do.
Oh, you don't know what to do at all.
See?
Yep. Where if
All right.
you check and he bets, you can fold this hand.
Oh yeah, I
You
would.
can
Yeah,
call.
if we check
No, I'm
and
not
that's a fold.
folding. Like
Okay.
if he bets, I'm not folding. This hand has showdown. He's from the button. Are we three betting?
We did three bet.
Or
We did three bet.
We three bet.
Yeah, I think I would be check folding at this point now,
Okay. So we bet here. So now we're on check fold mode.
depending on size.
That'd be good. So because he also has a bunch of uh, pocket pairs that didn't fold to one bet of that size, I can bet again. I don't think it's the bet. I don't think it's the best choice, but it's not. It's not crazy. He also has spades here. They exist.
Yeah, I gotta look at the pot.
Right. When he raises me here, I have to fold. Um,
the thing is, they are in position. They're slow playing a lot
yeah,
more,
yeah,
so
they can.
can't.
You can have a queen here. Yep,
Yeah, they just don't have a lot to slow play.
yep.
So what did you do?
So I bet, and he called.
That's
He
not
called
terrible.
again.
I probably
Right,
would have checked, but
right.
that is fine, I think.
No.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
All right, we don't know anything about the opponent, so I'm not going to think about checking or betting tiny as a block to induce. I'm just going to try to get value here. I think our stack sizes, you could bluff this enough, whether he thinks that or not, I don't know. But probably just jam now.
Right. So we were hoping, so here when we bet, we were hoping he had, we were hoping to get a fold and we get a call here. Now we're hoping that he has an underpair to the queen and that it will fold and will we have to bluff the river on it? We're hoping he has an underpair to the queen. Now we're hoping he does have a queen before. Right. So we're going to jam. Right. Now, before we see the result, I want to go back. So Mike, you would have on the difference you would have done is you would have bet this a little bit smaller. You would have more like 8 rather than 9, but that's the same thing. On the turn here, you would have shut down and checked, right?
Probably would have checked, yeah, and then seen what he does.
All right.
I
Who has a
don't hate a
line?
bet though.
What?
I don't hate a bet.
Right. Who has a line different? Who is so we've got some people who are going to take a check line here. We're going to check. So who wants to play the check line here? That's you, Sam, right? You wanted to check this flop?
SPR is too
Yeah.
shallow to mess around.
Yeah.
All right. So team check is so who are the people who are on team check? And I'm going to tell
I
you what
mean, I think you can do both. So I'm a bit like I'd like I use a randomizer. I'd like if I go high, I'd bet like half pot.
Okay. So randomize your thing, Lewis, and tell me what's on. Who's on team check? I got Sam. Do I have Brian on team check? On the
Yeah.
flop? Sam, Brian, and then
Money.
Lewis. What did you roll, Lewis?
I don't have my dice, so I'll
You're
say
on team.
check. I'll say check.
You're on team check. Everybody who's on team bet, we'll get there in a second. Okay, so you guys will be that. People who are on team bet. So you bet the flop, you got called. On the turn. So this is only people on team bet. So this is Larry, Mike, Bub, and Scotty.
No,
That's
Mike is team check.
no, you were team bet on the flop. We're now on the turn. So
Okay.
so we did the bet. Who is now checking the turn from that group? Mike checks. Mike is check turn. Scotty is bet turn, obviously, because he did. So Larry and Bub, what are you doing on the turn?
Checking.
Okay, so you're on team. So it's only Bub and Scotty. All right. So Bub and Scotty bet the turn. And then on the river, we're all jamming, right? Everybody in the room is jamming whether they're here. Right. Okay. So now we're going to go back on team check the flop. I'm going to tell you what his response is to the check the flop. You check the flop and he bets 11. He VB11 on flop. How do you respond?
I can find some calls here just to float.
Yeah,
I think there's a lot of there's
I would
calling.
overfold to B50 and more and
Right.
consider calling all the smaller sizes.
Okay. So Brian is calling. Brian calls 11. Sam, what are you doing to 11?
Not folding. Call.
Sam is calling 11. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Sam is calling 11.
turn
All
is
right.
where we get to figure shit out.
Right. Sam is calling 11. Brian is calling 11. And then for fun, I'll put Mike in there calling 9. Mike
About
called.
45 then
There we go.
in the
All right.
turn.
Here's what happens on the turn after he bets. He bets about half pot. He bets about 20. Everybody folds to the second bet.
Mike,
Yeah, I'm probably gonna fold. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna start folding.
Yeah, he bets. He's gonna bet 20 at you. Oh, Lewis, sorry. Lewis, you fold. Lewis folded on the flop. Yeah, but you were on team. But Lewis, you were on team check. Sorry, Lewis. Okay, so Lewis folded on the flop. Okay,
Call.
and Sam is calling 20.
Call.
Okay, Sam calls 20.
He's wide.
Turn.
What
You got
is
it?
his range? That's the question. Ace King isn't betting, so Ace King is not betting
He doesn't
twice.
have a lot of ace king.
We're
Ace king does
probably
not
not.
have
Yeah, we're
great.
probably not dominated. He
Yeah.
could be betting a queen twice. Yes.
Yeah.
He could also have some non-showdown value hand, like King Jack of spades, King 10 of spades,
Yeah.
Ace 5 of spades, Ace 4 of spades. So this is a spot where I'm gonna get like extremely sticky. He
All right.
will need to fire 3 streets against me.
All right. So this is good. Okay. So Sam is the only one who makes it. Sam is the only one who makes it to the river. Oh, Bub, Bub, well, you were on the line with me. You and I both get to the river, bet.
See, the problem with why you can't continue there is that you just don't. There's just not enough behind to force him off of any of
Right.
his. Like when he's in the
And
situation
you're
where
out
he
of
gets
position.
here, where he doubles with tens
Right.
or or nines or something like that. You're now in the spot where, okay, say you don't pick up the ace on the river, and a lot of the time, I mean, you're not going to be in a great spot here, and you don't have enough behind to make people fold.
Right.
Yeah,
But
but
Sam's still
I'm
a
not
couple.
trying to get him to fold. I'm trying to get him because what do they do if they have pocket nines? They're gonna bet, and then check the river. I do get to showdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you
So,
lose.
And no,
well,
and when they
okay.
have a bluff, they don't bluff the river.
Yeah.
So
So he
I
sees
get to
it.
showdown versus his king jack, king 10, and I win.
Right. So, but what happened was, and Sam, you're the only one here on this line. Luckily you hit your ace on the river.
I would seriously consider donking now, given the range that I assigned him. If
Okay.
he's not gonna bluff his flush draw and he has showdown value like king, queen, queen, jack,
Hmm.
I will bet here.
Okay.
I will. And
Gotcha.
we already said that it's unlikely he bets ace king twice. So the hand that we really lose to is ace queen, and we got a plethora of hands that
Right.
we could get called by if we size it properly.
Okay. Sounds good. And I think as I look back on the whole thing, do I like bet, check, fold best? I don't even know what I like best after it all. Okay. So here we go. So we jammed. He called. He has ace queen, which is fine
Yeah.
that he has ace queen. But I was just looking for going down the other lines. Okay. So good job, Mike. All
Good
right.
job. How? What do you mean?
Watching me lose more money. Good
Oh.
job, Mike. So your line was bet, call.
No.
No, your
Yeah,
line was
bet
bet,
flop,
he
check.
calls,
Fold.
check the turn, he
Mhm.
bets, and you folded.
Yes.
Yeah. You folded to his size, and you folded and you called the nine. The only thing was if he bets nine there on the turn, you were gonna call, and then you were gonna
Yeah, if he
be
goes small on the turn, I would consider calling. But
right.
half pot and bigger, I think I'm just folding here. Like I'm not mixing or anything.
Yeah.
But half, like a third pot or smaller, I would consider calling for sure.
Yep. Okay. All right. Up next is Bub. It's Bub the Ghost.
The
All right. You have Jack
ghost.
10 suited,
All right.
and he opens to two.
Yeah. So I guess rebetting is fine. Calling would be fine.
Yep. Good. What's your three bets?
And
Oh,
sizing 7.5.
7.5. 7.5 is great. I'm going to go seven. Great.
Yeah. Against that one, oh wait, Jack 10? Yeah, I guess we have to call, but I'm not sure about Jack 10. Maybe
I'm not
maybe you
sure
can
either.
even fold it.
I'm not sure. I'm sure that I didn't fold because then I wouldn't have lost enough money. And we were
Yeah,
in.
but 5-6
But
would be a
let's see.
call. Jack 10 might
Let's see.
be a
Let's see.
fold sometimes. Who
Yeah.
knows?
So
I
he
don't know.
raises. We go to seven. Comes back around to him. He goes 19.5. He goes 19.
I guess
Oh,
a 10 suited have to call, right?
yeah. We just call. We just call all the connectors at this size.
Okay, Queen 10 would fold, so it's very close.
Yeah, it's not the tens. Yeah, it's the connectors and then up at the king. That's how
Okay, good.
that's how I would visualize it.
And I guess against most opponents, I guess that's a fold, right? We wouldn't call.
I
Just
don't
as
know.
an exploit?
No, I don't know. Jack 10.
I think in theory it's a call, but
I
I
don't know
think
if it's a bad.
overfolding here is fine.
Maybe. Let's take a look at what his what he's got to find for bluffs.
Yeah, so I did this with one friend, and basically what you would call here is tens plus and ace king
Okay.
offsuit.
Yeah,
Okay.
Nothing
they're
else.
under four betting for sure.
Right.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah. If this is their four bet range, we're not going to make this change. We don't have the ability to go into this solver and adjust their range. Larry does in one of his solvers, I think. Um, okay. So I called.
Call is good. He checks, I guess.
He bets 8.
No, he doesn't. I would call.
Okay. We call.
And the reason I would call here instead of raising is basically I expect him to bet because people just know they have to bet, but no, on the turn they don't have any clue what they should do. And I expect him to check to me, and then I'm betting.
So you're going to leverage your positional advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And
That's all I'm doing.
sometimes you're going to hit a card.
I don't even care about the board at this point, really. I mean, our hand is great. We could check this turn, but if he's checking, I'm going to bet. And I'm not even betting big. I would bet like 12.
Okay. He does. He checks.
Yeah. Go bet 12, something like this, and he will fold. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, I did. 12 would have been nice.
Okay, I mean, if you bet 50, you're pretty
I'm
sure
bet if I
you
bet
will
50 and he raises me,
fold.
I'm calling all in. It's the only difference here between this and a jam is if you think that this looks stronger.
Yeah, I mean, so the idea is the same, basically. So if I bet small here, I expect him to fold um, quite a lot of hands, and even if you bet bigger, I mean, I'm not sure how elastic people are in this spot. Like he can have ace queen, king queen that he decides to check raise. If I bet small, he might try to bluff me. So
Yeah.
yeah, going bigger might be better, but I personally like a smaller bet and then go from there.
Right.
And here, obviously, you cannot fold. I mean,
Oh no, no, no. I decided that I want to take a 4 bet range of aces, kings, and queens, and I want to try to get it to, and I'm going to try to bluff it into folding. That's what I'm going to try to do. There we go. Aces,
Boo.
aces.
would you like the small bet on the turn, or do you think it's
Uh,
I don't think it matters.
well, the difference is if I bet small on the turn and he jams on me, um, I will have, I will probably have to, let's bet 12 here.
Mhm.
We bet 12. The pot is 67. He then
And he jams? I
50.
could
I'm not getting the right
fold.
odds to call.
Yeah. I think that's the only difference. I
Yeah.
mean,
I'm
the hand is
20% to make
good. Actually, the hand is good enough to go all in, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't really matter, but I like a small sizing, even with bluffs, you know?
Okay.
I think the only difference is you're trying to get him to fold ace king. If you take a smaller sizing on the turn, he's gonna call you with ace king, and then you got to fire again on the river.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the
exactly. Yeah,
that's
you
the
have a second battle. That's true.
Yeah.
that's the only difference because his range is split between like queens plus ace king. So it depends on what you want to do. You do want to get ace king to fold now, then take your entire equity, or and then you got to think of does this guy, because if you bet small and he jams on you, you're not really getting the direct odds to call.
Right.
Does he like if we bet like 10, 12, 11, does he jam over us with like aces?
So would you prefer a check on the turn?
A
I
decent check on the turn.
I don't know what I would. That's. I,
So if
this
you
is
check
this
on the
is
turn and he checks back the river, you basically have
see, let's say
freedom to blast him off of everything. Versus if you check here and he bets really small, you have some options if
okay,
like
what
let's go
blasting
back
them.
to what is his range. His range is we decided his range is queens plus and ace king. What does his range do if we check? Um, if we bet, we assume sometimes he calls with ace king and he's sometimes jam over us with his overpair. That would suck. If we
Yeah. So
check, if we check, he's always betting the river with aces and kings. Then we could fold.
mhm.
And he will check his ace king on the river, and then we could attempt to blast him off that. I don't think we need to blast him off. We could just bet like medium and get him off of that hand.
Exactly.
Hey, let's
Yeah,
give,
I
let's
think
give
I
him
like
this.
a check better.
Let me give him this. Let me give him exactly this range. He has got aces, kings, queens, and jacks. I'm going to give him jacks because it's important, and and all the ace kings. Now, against that range, what would you like to do on the? First of all, do you want to just fold here for 8?
Not terrible.
Not a terrible thing to fold. I didn't get any
Um,
direct equity. I mean, it's all backdoor.
yeah, the only I just it's hard when you're 100 big blinds deep and the pot's 40 big blinds
Yeah.
to get super creative in
Hmm.
these spots and have and push people around. Like
Yeah.
in my game when I'm playing and I have absolute sizing plus I have plus stack depth is, it's a 20 SPR.
Right.
It's much different to be able to get people to fold hands that are decently strong. But in these situations, like, I mean, Jack, basically, I can understand a call here. A call isn't terrible
Okay.
because if you think that he's just going to c bet his entire range on the flop, you have some backdoor equity and you think you have the ability to push him around. It's just kind of hard when your now pot is 55 and there's 70 behind.
Yeah.
Like, what happens? I mean, you just don't have a ton of options.
Right. So now,
Brian, sorry, but I
go
have
on.
to disagree. If the range is actually ace king fucking offsuit and jacks plus,
Hmm.
just
Yep.
fold. Just
Yeah,
fold.
that's what I'm
There's
saying
no.
is if
Oh,
that's what his
sorry. Oh,
range is,
sorry.
we can't call there. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Just
we
fold.
really we
Just
can't
fold.
call.
Okay.
Oh,
Now, I see what you mean. I agree. Now, and remember, he only has three, and he has 6 combos of aces, 6 combos of kings, 3 combos of queens, and 3 combos of jacks, and 16 combos of ace king, including one of ace king of diamonds.
So Ace King is the only hand that's better than our hand that we can,
Right.
and maybe Jacks. We can make Jacks fold every once in a while,
Yeah.
but that we're gonna have to be able to get there. So that's why I like a check here. So if we get to the spot, when we check here, it just gives us so much more value than betting. Because when we bet and he comes out and comes back over the top, we get crushed. He gets to destroy
Right.
our equity, and then we. And then on top of that, so if we check behind and he checks the river, we can bet small and fold ace king. Or we can go, if we have the read that he never is checking aces and he's never checking kings and he's never checking queens on the river, then we can just blast off and make jacks fold and
Try to get
make
jacks to
the
fold. Yeah.
possible tens fold and make ace king fold.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it gives us way more when we check there. It gives us
Yeah.
so much more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like either check or you just take your faith and just jam into him and get him to fold a better hand like ace king, pocket tens, pocket jacks,
Yeah, but
and
you can do that
just
on the
take.
river.
Yeah, no, I mean on the turn, or just take your equity when you're against
Sure.
overpair, or you could take the
Let's
other line. I don't like the bet small because given his range, like what if he jams over us? It's just like we're not getting the right odds to call. That sucks.
Right. And if he
And
calls with
and he
ace,
sometimes calls with a better hand, and then we have less stack depth on the river
oh
to bluff him.
he always calls with a better hand and we have no stack depth to push him off of it.
right.
Yeah,
Right.
so
Yeah.
I like either a check, turn check, or bet. Yeah, I don't like the small bet
I,
given
yeah,
what
no, I
the
don't
ranges we assign. Yeah.
I hate any bet on the turn because one, we get to realize in this situation when we check, and then we also get so much information from what he does on the river.
Yeah, but like give if I have to rank, I like check the best, jam all in second, and then I don't think I'm betting small on the return.
Right.
Just I think it's
We got
bad.
Gotcha. We got another Jack 10 suited. This Jack 10 suited is going to, that was Bub, I believe, the last one. Yeah. So the next Jack 10 suited is Lewis. You get a Jack 10 suited. And the action is an opening limp folded to you in the big blind, in the small blind.
Yeah, so two options. I mean, you
Yep.
can limp or you can raise.
Right.
I mean, limp under the gun's always a bit scary.
Yep.
But
And I've seen him do it once before, and he's had one opportunity. He's had 6 opportunities to do it to limp, and he did it once.
um, I mean, good thing about cash is you get like to play against the same person. I might just limp, to be honest.
Okay,
Like,
that's fine.
we're playing an 8-handed game. Yeah,
Yeah, this time you did raise.
yeah,
The limp is,
fine.
but there's
That's
certainly
fine.
nothing wrong with the limp, and you
I
just
think
did
you raised a bit too big though, because this guy's like
5.5 is 5.5 is standard.
yeah, but the guy he's got less than a start stack.
That's true.
Like
That's
the
true.
SPR is going to be
Yeah.
because your value's going to come from here. When you raise limpers, your value comes from sort of double barrel in and then sort of fold in their high card type stuff.
Right.
Or like so when you raise bigger, like the pot's going to be big by the turn, or you're going to have to jam a decent amount of time.
So Lewis, what size
Um,
did you make it?
I would have made it maybe like 4.5.
Okay. And if you had 100 big blinds, you would go 5.5, 5.5, 6.
Would go like 5.
Okay, that works. All right. So you did make it 6. You got this flop.
Yeah, I bet small, like
Okay.
whatever.
You bet
Yeah.
small. He calls you.
Now, so what? The SP odds like 3. So then I'll just be going like geometric. So what would that be like? So if I bet 15, the pot will be 50, and this guy would have 50 behind. Yeah, so B75 seems good.
Okay. And can I sell you on slightly smaller so that your bet on the river, if you have to bluff it, is slightly bigger relative to the pot?
Yeah, it's yes.
Geo is what they call the most. So maybe
So
slope it a little bit,
B60.
make it a little bit more Brazilian.
Yeah, well, like so B60. I mean, it
Like,
doesn't matter. Like bet
yeah,
medium.
yeah. Well, it turns out I did more of the geo size.
Look,
Now I get clicked.
I mean, now I just fold. Like, there's not enough behind to try and hit and then win.
You're
Like,
pretty
he's probably
close
got.
here.
Except you're getting 20, except you only need 20%, and except against, unless you're against, an ace with, unless you're against ace X of diamonds or a set. Let me see.
I
Can
mean,
two
it's
pair do this to you? Yeah, it's or specifically ace 5, ace X of diamonds, like that. You're getting the right odds.
yeah, but it's break even. Like, it's indifferent.
It's break even plus
If
the
he,
other 30 that's left over to win though.
yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
I'm with you, Scott.
Yeah.
And
Now,
I'm donking if I hit jam all
to
in.
be fair, the guy clicked it. The guy clicked it. Yeah. So I
Mhm.
guess you can, but like, it's like I mean,
yeah.
what we expect him to have? Like what equity do we have against his range?
We have
Like,
If he
cause
has
Well,
the
we
ace of
have
diamonds, it's really
18%.
bad. If he has the ace of diamonds, it's really bad because it's another one of our diamonds missing.
the
That's
only
bad.
thing is sometimes the guy limped, so sometimes he's just gonna have like some king X suited hand, like
but
occasionally.
they're not raising. This is a value hand.
Mhm.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
this is exactly why I would call here because I'm expecting when I hit and I donk, they're not ever folding.
Yeah, for 30 more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Like
can get on board now that you said it, but
Yeah.
I mean I wouldn't have had like a pot odds calculator on
I
my
wouldn't
screen.
yeah,
So
I would never bluff here. Fuck this shit.
yeah, no, just
Here.
check and lose.
No, we're just check lose. We just check lose.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
What does
Now,
he have?
How about
I
let's
feel like that was another problem. You made the pot a bit too big pre. I mean, it's a small problem, but it kind of runs into awkward stuff where you have to,
right.
yeah,
Now, against a set though, we were not getting the right express odds
yeah,
because our ace of diamonds and our five of diamonds are bad. So we have 7 outs instead of 9, but we still have the extra 29 back. So although we needed 20 and we're getting 17, we've got
You get,
2.5%.
I think you get there with implied odds.
Yeah, just barely, just barely.
Yeah.
It's
yeah. I'm trying to skip a lot of these spin spots, but this is like just a math problem, so it's fine. But yeah,
yeah,
I'm being a lot conservative just because in my games, probably the same in your games, people just don't,
yeah,
just not aggressive enough with bluffs.
yeah. Kind of a surprising call there with sixes.
But yeah, I
So
mean,
it's
Man, what
so
do you got?
this is a horse thing. Ace 9 5
Hmm.
rainbow. It's a check or bet big.
Right. Yeah.
I'm
And
not
in this
betting here.
case, it was probably a check um, because we were out of position. We were probably checking.
Yes,
And
yes.
so
And
he's
then
behind, and then he gets there on the six, and then we check, and the pot's small, and he bets small. And well, on the horse, what do we do on the turn? So let's play it out this way. Let's just go through that real quick. We raise,
hmm
he calls. That seems reasonable. We check, he checks behind.
we check. So 13,
Now,
right?
yeah, so there's 13 in the
13
pot.
he has
Right,
70.
right. So now on the turn, um, with a 13 in there, we pick up the flush draw. Do we now bet it after the check?
Uh
Probably do, right?
yes, it would be we don't have enough to check raise because if he bets any amount on the turn, it's gonna be like 13. He's gonna bet like 6, 7.
Right.
And then if we check raise, we don't have enough to blast them off an ace on the river. So I do like betting here, and
Right.
I would
So
take
what's our
a
size? So the pot's 13. What's our size of our bet?
yeah, I would take a larger sizing. I don't mind taking like a pot size bet. Because if I bet 13 here, he has what 69. He would be calling 13, 69. That's 55, 56 left on the river,
Yeah.
and the pot would be around 39. So that's 1.5x pot.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's sufficient enough for me.
Right.
And then I would just jam the river.
Right. So we go. So we're going to bet. So we're going to bet 13. We're going to bet about 13 on the turn.
Somewhere between 10
10
and
and 13.
13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's do 10. So 10, and so the pot's gonna be 33, and he's gonna just call us in this case. And then on the river, when we don't get there, we are gonna jam, and he's gonna call, and that's fine. Okay,
Yeah. And
gotcha.
I doubt he's just calling you. So when he
Well,
raised
if
you
he
on the
doesn't, if he
turn,
doesn't, if he raises the turn
yeah,
and he
and
does it like this, he's gonna click raise it, and we're
yeah,
gonna call that.
like I'm calling here, and then when we hit, he's fucked.
Right. So we're gonna go. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna go 13 here. In your scenario, he's gonna go 26 for the same reason as he did it there. He's gonna go 26. We're gonna call. And then on the river, we're gonna go check fold.
Yeah.
All right.
And then hopefully
That's fine.
he folds an ace. If he doesn't, then don't
Yep.
ever bluff this guy.
All right.
But
Here we go.
do check the ace jack off when it happens next
Yeah.
time, and then take the same line so he calls you with a weaker ace.
Yep.
That's
All
how
right.
I would do it.
Sam, you got nines in the big blind, and
Hey, not
he is
A7.
no,
Perfect.
and he goes to two. What would you like to do?
I would like to look at his stat first. 47 hands, 67 hands, raising decent.
20%, 19, yeah, 90%
Uh,
raise,
3 bet 8.
bet 10%. Yeah. Steals 38% of the time.
Yeah, 3 bet 8.
Okay, 3 bet 8. All right, I went 12.
Doesn't matter. It's fine.
He calls.
I am going to check.
Okay, we check. Okay. Check here because you're check here both because it's nines and also because you're checking range both.
Yes.
Okay. Um,
We're gonna
anybody?
let him tell. We're gonna let him tell us what he has.
Okay. Anyone here who's on team bet small gets to answer the turn question because we don't have the check line. So I bet small and he calls. Spade comes. Team bet small. What do you want to do on the turn? Anybody who's on team bet small. Bob is betting 25% on the turn. All right. Who else is on team? Who else was on team bet small? I was.
What do we do? We free bet.
We three bet, and then we continued for a small size, and he called.
Where's the
I
button? I can't see because of the heart. Oh, we're getting it's big blind versus button.
yeah, yeah, it's button went to 2, we went to 12, he called, we bet, he called.
So we have a polar range which is like nines plus, and then like some suited king X, some like ace two suited, ace five suited sometimes, then some like rag aces, and then some like 10-7 suited, 9-6 suited. I mean, this seems like quite a I don't think there's much value in bed in here.
So here's the answer of why you might want to bet. Maybe you shouldn't, but why you would bet here is you would bet small to get him to raise his flushes. This, remember, we're trying to play like the horse, and I did not succeed. I had a very bad horse weekend because I played badly like the horse, but I was trying to. Um, we would bet small here. When he raises, we fold our nines. And when he just calls, we now say, you don't have a flush, you don't have two pair. We can bluff you off the 10 portion of your range and maybe even the queen portion, depending on what the river is. If the river comes good for us.
Yeah,
So
but
that's
that only
why.
applies in the single raise pot when you're in position. This is totally different.
Okay, so this was so what do you so did you
So the,
but you checked the flop, so we don't have that. So I'm looking only for people who bet the flop. We're gonna at the end we'll imagine what would happen if we did the checks, and I'll play it out how he plays.
Doesn't
Okay.
the horse guy only play live though?
Yes, but we're trying to learn it. I'm not saying
Okay,
I
right,
wasn't
yeah.
trying to make money this weekend. I was
Oh,
trying to
right.
lose money for you people.
Good luck.
Thank you. My wife said good luck at losing money. I'm doing a great job of it, honey.
Oh,
Yeah.
not at that.
Oh,
You're-
oh, that. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Okay. So this should be in more horse, this should be a check in the three bet pot because we're just checking out of position, but we didn't. So I've got a 25% bet here. Bub's betting 33. And that's it. So those are our answers. We got a 25% turn from, I don't remember who said it. Who said 25% turn? Doesn't matter. So I will say that
That's
it was.
Bob.
No,
yeah,
Bubba
I
said.
really do not like a bet here because
Okay,
when people are in position, they slow play more.
right,
What does a bet here accomplish? You're not gonna get like the only hand that you're gonna get fold is like 10x. A queen's never folding. A
right.
flush is slow playing. Like, and then we'll get to the river and don't know what to do.
And now
I
we
don't.
fold, right?
So
Now we
the
fold.
reason I would use 33% on the turn is just I can have a flush, and that's the only reason I would use 33%
Yep.
sizing on the turn.
Yeah.
Because then they can raise with a flush, but
Please
I
fold.
might have the nut flush.
Please fold, Scotty. Please fold to this.
But
You have
this
to-
sizing is just way
Yeah.
too big, in my opinion.
Yeah. All right.
What does he
That's
have?
good. Pocket kings probably.
That just doesn't accomplish what you're trying to accomplish, though.
No,
Yeah,
no,
it
no.
doesn't.
So now let's play. So now let's play it out. I didn't want to show you guys what he had because I wanted to go through the question of this. So the way we want to play this hand is if we do the three bet here, which is okay, we check range. We check. He bets. I'm going to give
So the
him
pot is
12.
25.
Pot is
He
25. He
has,
bets 12. We have the nine of spades. I think we call once, right?
yeah, we're not folding because
Right.
the thing is when he bets half pot, we have showdown. We're never ever folding to
Right.
that very first bet.
Gotcha. So we call
Uh,
there.
What if
And
he B75s? You fold, right? Easy.
uh, B75 is getting a little close. If we in a live game, if I know the guy isn't, it's not wide pre-flop, yes, I would fold. But
this is it
mostly
was
no.
it was wide until we three bet him.
Yeah, but it could be
And
still.
it was still not, it's not very wide because he does
Yeah.
fold out some of his range, some of his very wide button range here, but that's fine.
Yeah, he could still have like pocket sevens, pocket eights, and be stabbing. But once they stab that first,
Right.
that
B75, we're still gonna call.
yeah, we're still gonna call.
Okay.
We're not folding.
Okay,
And
so we
then
call.
on the
So we give him,
turn,
so I'm going to give him the
you figure it
most
out.
common, the 12. So he's going to bet 12. We are going to call
No, the pot is 48.
48, and now the 4 of spades comes. We are going to, of course, check again now in this
Yeah.
line. Betting out here, we check. He, with his kings without the king of spades,
He's gonna.
he's going to bet again, but he's going to bet small.
Or he's gonna check.
Yeah, I think he's going to bet 20, but we're going to do it. We'll do it in our minds both ways. When he bets 20 here, we're beat, but we have a 9 of spades to draw from. I think we just fold, right?
Yeah, man. Like, yeah, he's probably just got value. Like, I wouldn't sucked into our pots too much. Like,
Yeah, yeah. I
he'll just
think
end up stationing every turn.
yeah. Are we? Yeah. Are we? Brian and Sam, are you guys fold? You guys folding to the?
Yeah. I think
When he
I'm.
bets 20,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
yeah,
that
and he
pot.
continues on a nut changing card, yeah, I'm folding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I'm folding the turn.
Right now, when he checks back,
Then that's
Now
a
you have some
different range.
options.
right? We check back. He checks back, and the board is 48. And
So what does he check back? We always need to ask that question. Like I think too many of us is it's worried about what our range is, but I think we should just focus on what their range is.
so he checks back.
That he doesn't have a flush. It's mostly showdown. The strongest hand he could have, it's
ace,
like
ace, queen,
ace
king,
queen, ace queen, king queen, pocket
and
kings with no spades.
almost never with the king of spades.
Ace
Yeah,
high
pocket kings with
flush.
no spades.
Yeah.
Yeah, once in a while he slow plays the ace high flush. I doubt it.
Yeah. We've seen it because they love doing it. It's super fun. We've seen them do it. We know that they do a little bit of
Then
it
Do
because they
do we really care about the strongest hands because they mostly bet them? It's more like
Yeah,
ace
that's
10.
he can have king jack.
No,
He
yeah,
it's
we
also
the
has
do.
his bluffs. He also has his
yeah we
bluffs.
do.
He has
It's the
king jack.
strongest hand that they could have when they check. That means they're capped.
Yeah. What can we bluff?
Because
What can we bluff them
yeah,
off of?
the reason for us to focus on the strongest hand that they can have is we need to target that range because that's the majority of their range that we're trying to get to fold.
Okay, but the strongest hand they can have here is basically the nut flush.
Yeah, but if they have, but if they have it, almost never.
Yeah, at a very
Yeah,
low
we're-
frequency.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he
What's
can
the strong?
have
What's the
it.
strongest?
So
What's the strongest hand that they have a lot? That's what we
let's
want
say
to
we
set
put them
against.
into the node where we check the flop and then they bet the turn. Is it a player that bets the turn with a flush draw going to now check, or bet the flop with a flush draw going to check the turn now when they get there?
Very few.
It's very few. So
Right.
we can eliminate a lot of flushes from the
Yeah.
range.
Right.
And we can put them a lot more on single pair hands or two pair type hands. Or pairs hands that contain,
Right.
you
I
know, they can
don't
still have a draw to a spade.
I don't even think they have two pair hands.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
once
even
they
two
check
So
pairs.
the river is going to be. So
okay,
here's what's going to
but
happen.
but last question. Let's say you have queen 10 here, or you have the nut flush here. What hand would you bluff or bet most of the time? The nut flush or top two?
no,
Would bet
we're
queen 10 small. And I would on the flush, I would bet them both small.
Yeah,
Because one,
but
I want him to raise off his flushes when I have queen 10. And when he doesn't raise off his flushes, I think I have the best hand all the time and I can just continue to value bet on the river. And when I have the ace high flush, I want him to raise off his weaker flushes and stack off those hands. I get
okay,
a really
but
good
you
idea
get
of his
my
range.
but
He's
you get my
betting. He's
point,
betting both.
right?
All
Top
he's bets 100% of the time, Bub. So he
Both
answered.
of them.
He's betting them both 100% of the time.
Okay, that's fair, I guess.
no
I'm
wait,
not sure
what was your
if
question
anyone
again,
would do.
Bob?
Okay, my question was, if you have the nut flush here, let's
If
say
we have the nut
ace,
flush
No,
if
the,
we have
the
a
villain
nut flush,
15. Villain 15.
yeah, Willem 15 has a
and he
nut flush here.
checks,
No. My question was, if villain 15 has a nut flush here, or top two, what would he do?
most likely bet the turn.
With all of his hands, or would he sometimes check the nut flush?
Unlikely. That's what
I'm
we see. I'm not saying that he's always checking. So your question is, well, he could also have nut flushes in there. But what we saw is, yes, sometimes they have the nut flush, but they're gonna bet that more often. So when they
True.
do check, it's more showdown value hand with no spades in them.
Okay, my other question would be, do you think he would ever check top two?
No, I think they would continue betting with. That's even better for us. I think they would continue betting with top two and a set, a flop set
Okay, in other
on the
words,
turn.
he can sometimes have the nut flush in the checking range, but never have top two in the betting range. Is that correct?
Never have the no. They
It's
would never have the betting range in the. They would never have top two or a set in the checking range. When they do bet,
Yeah.
the range is too strong.
yeah, and they do, and I think it's unlikely that they're betting in their checking range as well. You're not going to bet your flex turn. At least most players aren't doing.
Yeah, sorry.
okay.
I feel like I'm distracting here
Okay.
in a way I shouldn't do it, but
Okay.
my point is just I think he can still have nut flushes in a checkering range, and he won't have any top two in the checking range. That's my point.
Okay. Gotcha.
Out of position, he could have some.
So,
He
so
might
what we're
have
going to look
some.
at, so what we're going to look at here is when he bet the 12 on here, we are going to, with our nines, when he bet half pot here, we're going to be folding our nines, right? That's
Yeah,
what we said.
I'm gonna fold. The
And
range is just too
when he
strong.
checks back, which is the line we're going to take, your river is going to be the three of hearts. And on the three of hearts, we are going to turn our nines into a bluff.
We will attempt to get ace 10 to fold, king queen to fold.
And right. And the
Yeah,
size we needed
ace
was,
ace queen to fold. What would ace queen fold? If we had
if we
if
had
we
ace,
had
if we
if
had
we
ace
had
deuce of
aces
spades,
here, if we had aces here, let's say if we had the nut flush here, what
yeah,
would be bet to get king queen to call? I
25. It's
yeah,
25, 30, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Then just go a little bit more than that, like 40, 45.
Right. So the pot's going to be 48. We're going to bet, we would bet 30 to get called. So to get a fold, we're going to go 40, we're going to go 45. So basically pot.
And yes, I agree with you that he would sometimes have nut flushes in there when they check.
Mhm.
Therefore, we do not jam all in.
Right.
That's why we need to be precise on picking the sizing. It's when they're like you're 100% sure that they're capped, then you could do this kind of crap and just jam and get them to fold all the showdown value. But yes, sometimes they have the nut flush there. Unlikely. Like the portion of nut flushes to the showdown value hand, it's like 80 to 80-20, something like that. 80% showdown value. So we're just trying to get the majority of their showdown value hand to fold. We're not gonna like the top of the range, they're never folding. So there's no point in jamming here. You just get trying to
Yep.
get like one pair to fold.
Yep. Okay. Let's move on. We have a Lewis hand here. So this is, Lewis is got pocket aces on the button, right? Yes, big blind. So, pocket aces, he opens to 2.5, gets a 7.5 from the big blind and calls. I would
It's
mostly
10.
four.
It's 10.
Oh,
The big
okay. He
blind.
goes to 10. I would mostly four bet it, but it's okay to not four bet every time. Um, I would mostly four bet there. So we do that
Yeah,
as played.
I think you should be four betting
Yeah,
ace because yours should be four betting wider here,
yeah,
and you've got to include aces in
yeah.
that.
Yep, yep. But as played, when you go to the turn, on the ace king 4, you flop the nuts. He bets out. I wouldn't raise there.
Well, no, he's polar. So
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I would call there. Good. On the turn, he bets big again, 27. You've got a call. So you've got, do you want to raise the turn now ever? Let's see. How much is left
you're
behind?
getting all the money from a king anyway, so
Yeah,
it's
you're
like,
fine. You're fine.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you don't need a bigger bet. Okay, great. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
easy
then on
game.
the river, and then on the river he bets,
All
and
in.
he just bets all in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well
with
played,
100.
sir. Nice hand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yay.
yeah. I think yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
What percent of
what
the
are
time
the?
do you call aces? Can you get the charts? I don't have the charts.
You
I mean,
get
what?
you get some calls, you get some flats. I mean, are we?
Mostly you'd raise them though, right?
Mike is right that you're going to four bet more in this wider configuration, but you
Well,
get some flats.
yeah, and to add to that, the three bet was kind of small. Like it wasn't a big polar size that you see in like GTO Wiz. He went to 10 instead of like 12 and 13.
Yeah, I go to 12 and a half. I usually do 5x from the blind.
Yeah.
And then my default's like 5x from the blind, 3x from
Except I don't understand. You won the hand. How can you win a hand? I didn't. I don't understand.
It's a
Okay.
Christmas miracle.
All right. So here we go.
I don't understand that river jam though.
He jammed. He
I
jammed.
know, like I don't understand what it like. What are you getting called by?
He thought he had a full. He says, "I have a full house. I jam.
Yeah, but
I call this too."
what's the guy calling you on on the button, right? He either has a draw or he has an ace.
Right.
I thought you try to live in the
Because
fish's
every pair
head.
has now been counterfeited.
Like this is
Yes.
the kind of shit that people does.
Hmm.
I mean,
Yep.
I could have King Jack suited, King 10 suited, which will pay, right?
Right.
Like,
But
we
Well,
what
just
I'm saying, but those are you chop those.
You
it
probably
oh
was.
have
yeah.
more
Oh yeah, it's
flats
King,
on
part
king,
yeah.
king, ace,
TV.
ace. So
You,
Oh
there is
yeah,
no
true.
hand he can. The only thing you can get called by there that doesn't beat you. There is something you can get called by there that doesn't beat you, and it is. Let me open up your window again. Here we go.
I mean, you could
Pocket
also
fours.
misclick your button, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you want to click fold, but
Yeah.
suddenly you click call. I
Yeah.
mean, it can
Yeah.
happen.
To
Right.
be honest,
You
I think he
mean
just
force
raged
calling it.
You.
in game. I think he just like kind of rage jammed,
Oh
like you
wow.
know.
Yeah. It was just
He
rage.
was
Yeah.
gonna
It was great.
he was gonna click check and then accidentally clicked all in.
No, I think he was
Yeah,
just angry.
exactly. That's what that
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah. Right.
Like he literally got the worst river. I think he was just
Yeah.
angry. And
Yeah. He had no idea how good a river
yeah.
that actually was for him. He could have. There is a world in which he could have folded.
Yeah, so what is the cool versus free bet? Yeah,
Yeah.
just it doesn't have to be exact. Like
That's what I'm going to
none
give you.
does.
I'm going to give you right now.
Oh, six
Um,
max. Okay.
yeah, I'm going to give it. I'm going to give it on. I'm going to do it because I want to get the right sizes here. Because there we go. Now we have the
Oh
button.
yeah. Oh
Now we
yeah.
have the raises you want. So
Oh
ace.
wow, it's never.
Yeah,
Then.
just don't do it.
Okay, I got it wrong. It's queens. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You want, yeah.
Lewis, assume he goes bigger, like say he makes it 13 or 12, then I think you might start sneaking in a little bit more
Let's find out.
calling
Can
because
you can you look at tournaments? Because I might be getting that confused in tournaments. You slow play the aces there in the same spot. Can you get that up, or do you only have
Hold on. Wait.
cash?
So
Oh,
here we go.
we gotta get tournament guy
11.5
to switch over the
button.
cash.
Yeah. No.
What's a
So
tournament?
to the 11.5, there's a sliver. There's a sliver of fun. But it's probably completely unnecessary to do this because you've got it because you've got this queen stuff here. So you've got plenty
Yeah,
of,
yeah.
you've got a very strong hand that does this, that calls there. And you've got some ace king, you've got enough coverage there.
Okay, yeah. I must have got the yeah in tournaments. 100 bigs. Do you call? Because I might have got confused, like from a
No, that
heuristic.
when you're shallow.
Here, I'll
That's
hit.
when you call.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's shallow.
Yeah, let me show it to you. Let me show it to you. I'll click on the button that leads to tournaments. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the button that muted Lewis. Oh, totally wrong button. Sorry, Lewis. I hit the wrong button.
Just to say what I know from my cash game, not cash game, MTT experience, bounties, you want to go with smaller stacks, and if you are not playing bounties, always go heads up, if you can.
There you go.
That's all.
Yeah. So, Larry, you got jacks.
We like jacks.
Yeah.
Do
Well, you
you?
thought you liked jacks.
Uh-oh.
You get raised. Well, let's support
I've only
this.
been here 2 hours and I finally figured out the theme of today.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
Saturday.
So yeah, I would 3-bet to like 11, 12, somewhere in there.
Sounds good. We'll go to 12. He
All
goes to
right.
30.
We are not happy, but we cannot fold yet. But
Right.
let's also talk about sizing here. His
And
sizing
let's also
is
talk about exploitatively, can we fold? In the wizard, we don't fold here ever. We just call.
no.
Yeah,
Why can't you
Holy
fold?
shit, we
Well,
can. He's
absolutely.
got a VPIP of 9 across 70 hands, 3-bet of 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
all right,
it's an
we fold. We
exploitative
fold
fold that you
jacks.
can
We
totally
can fold.
make.
We can fold. We can
All
fold.
right, we fold. Just
Yeah.
fold. That's fine.
Yep. Check. Bet. And now we fold.
Sure.
Now we fold.
Old Scotty.
Check.
Yeah, we
Bet.
don't call
Now
there.
we fold. Now we definitely fold. Right. Okay. And when did he have us beat? Not till the turn.
Okay. It's the one
So
hand we can beat.
his folding jacks here is pretty tight, guys. I'm not saying
Well,
that
it
you're
is.
wrong, but I'm
It
just
is,
saying it's
Larry.
pretty fucking tight.
It is tight, and we're doing it because it's exploitative.
Yeah.
I don't,
I'm-
and also, frankly, I don't know if 70 hands is enough to begin to make conclusions about someone's play.
It is when it's this far. So you've got 70 hands and the guy's got a VPIP of 70. He didn't have that many good hands. It didn't happen. He's playing crazy. We know that. You can tell that in 20 hands. Now the lower VPIPs are not true, that you can't tell. 20 a VPIP of 0 over 20, it's easy to get 20 shitty hands in a row. 70, a VPIP where in 70 you found one 3-bet out of 30 times and four hands worth opening. You're pretty
It's just
tight.
like 3 hours of live, man. Like,
Yeah, this is pretty tight. This is pretty tight.
I'm willing to bet that even theoretically, jacks are folding here,
yeah.
A little
like
bit.
even to like a GTO range of the four
Yeah.
bet.
Let's find out.
Yeah.
We're at the 2.5 and 12, and he is in the hijack. All right.
And his
Hijack,
four bet size will
2.5.
probably be smaller.
Yeah, 2.5. We are in the small blind with jacks. We chose to 3-bet them. He comes along and 4-bets to 24. His size was 30.
30.
And what do we do with jacks? It's a 24.
There's no
That's
folding. There's
There's
no
no
folding to
folding.
24, but I wonder about 30. There's
Yeah.
a way to
Tens is like indifferent.
tens is indifferent. So yeah, you could
Yeah, what is his 4-bet range? Go to the GTO and look at what his 4-bet range looks like.
ace is ace, king, king, king here.
King Jack,
How-
King 10,
Right, but how
Ace
often?
4, Ace
How often?
5.
But add all these up together. These are all suited sides. So we've got between these, this is 4 combos here.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that they don't
And
have
this
that.
is this here all adds up to maybe 4 combos.
Yeah. Could
And
you
then the ace
adjust it?
queen. Definitely see the ace queen. We see people doing this with ace queen.
Yeah. Could you adjust it?
This guy. No, I don't have the ability. I don't have that tool.
Yeah. So like, I don't see why not. Why not fold?
Against these stats, yeah. Against
Yeah.
these stats, no.
Oh yeah, especially your guys' stats, man.
Yeah.
Gets
Looks
a
like
knight
my
six.
I think even pot just like an unknown, like if this was the first hand, like it's, I think you can still, you don't have to see a guy that's 9-0. I think you
Okay.
can,
Just fold, just exploitatively say the four bet range is linear and
look
and
at the fold
super
by the
tight.
button. Button might be a decent player.
Yeah, yeah. Small blind's not.
Players are not.
Yeah. Okay. And then I can fold here. I can, but I think with a jack of clubs, I think fold without the jack of clubs would be nice. Um, to the to the size, to the 25% size, I decided that was a range bet, and that included the ace king, and then now there's the ace king, and we're done. All right. Up next, before we are almost done with the pain. By the way, they all hurt, but they will hurt less. Does anyone ever see a four bet bluff? Absolutely. Absolutely. I can show you. I can show you we looked at this in a database of, uh, 300,000 hands or whatever, half a million hands, however many hands I've got. And we looked at the four bets and we had enough of them to go, oh yeah, there are a lot of them strong, but no, there was all kinds of nonsense that existed. There was a
Interesting.
lot of them. Yep. Uh, let's do this. Let's do one more hand and then we'll just look at the four bets. I'll just show them to you. I'll show you pages of four bets and then we'll just look at it and be done. That's how we'll end.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. So another bit of pain, and this pain gets awarded to Mike. This should hurt.
oh, another ace jack offsuit.
Another ace
Gosh,
jack.
fold,
Right.
fold, Scotty.
Straight up or fold because fold to the hijack.
No, this is a fold. Yeah,
Okay,
to
you
a
think
3x from the hijack.
okay to the cutoff. To the cutoff. It's a
Oh, cutoff,
raise.
I would three bet it.
Right. Okay. So this is the thing to learn. Let me do that. So hijack. The ace jack has some raising to the 2.5, just to know it, because this is the one that I know. That's where it came from. I don't know the three blind ranges, so let's learn them. Let's at least see this one. To three, hijack raises, button. Let's talk about strategy. How about reset? How about strategy? How about reload? Okay, here we go. Hijack raises, button, ace jack. Eh, okay. So,
But yeah, definitely three bet if you don't
oh, I'm
call.
not
Whatever
calling.
you do, don't call.
I'm not calling.
Yeah.
I know that much. There are things I don't know, and I will misplay at post, but I do know that.
And this particular villain is a good villain to three bet.
Sure. 23. Yeah,
Yep.
that's
He,
good.
he seems good. That's
Yeah, he
kind of
calls.
where I'm getting.
You're
Okay.
behind.
Oh, and he donk? He
He
donked.
don't. He don't. We know what Nuffle says,
Oh shit.
but
Well,
I don't
Nuffle
think for this
says you do
size.
it against the fish,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I think we fold.
You are drawing to the nuts though, and
Not getting the odds to draw to it.
blocking some of his nuts.
I kind of like a call because he's going to tell you a little bit about where he is on turn.
Yeah, that's kind of like this should feels like it just folded, but you do have position and you
Yeah.
might be able to realize some of your equity here.
All right, fine.
You might be able
Okay.
to over realize it
All
and
right.
or do something later when you
You've
don't
convinced
get
me.
there. Uh,
Tough spot.
geez. I think you could go either way.
No,
I
he
feel like,
checks.
yeah, he checked. I don't know, man. I think if you bet, you can go like a B. I think I don't think you need to go big, is what I'm getting at. But maybe that's wrong. So I'm not sure. Because if we bet, I don't know what size to use, but I think you can also check behind here.
And take your
Well,
equity.
what do we think about his range when he donks on the flop?
I think it's very showdown heavy. Enough, not super strong, but very showdown heavy.
King
What
Jack,
do we want that to do?
Queen Jack, Queen 10. Some of that. All right. He checked, we went check, check. And now we want to get there. And he checks again. We do not have the best hand.
No, no, I agree. I don't think we have the best hand ever.
He doesn't have anything.
Okay.
Brian, you think he
We have
doesn't have
showdown.
anything? Like,
I don't think he has anything like super strong.
No, but do
I
you
think that
think
he has.
do you think
It,
we have showdown or the illusion of showdown? I think we have the
I think we
illusion.
have the illusion to showdown.
Right.
yeah, and when we bet here, it needs to be like big.
I
Jamming is
don't
what.
know. You didn't tell him twice, man.
That's what I was gonna say. Was on the turn. If we go like a
Yeah.
weird small size on the turn, we keep him wide and keep his queen jack in, and then we just fuck.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that too. I do. Now that we go back to the turn, when I was questioning what size we should go if we bet, and I think the small size, and then we can jam river or jam river.
At 15 here, 18, something like that.
Go smaller than that.
Do we ever have ace king here? Do you ever check back ace king? Once he donked, I don't think.
Happens so rarely. I
Me,
don't know if I would.
He
do I ever
donk
check back
checks.
at
Yeah,
skin?
I'm never
No,
checking back.
no, I'm betting. No, no. Oh, I couldn't. Oh, when he donks, absolutely. Sorry. Do I ever just call with ace king here? All the time.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
All the time.
check the turn with ace king.
yeah. Then
Nope.
we're not
Not
checking.
just call, check the
Here,
turn with ace king.
here.
Yes.
I check ace queen here, definitely. I check king jack here, which I can get here with king jack of spades. I
You
can,
also have ace
yeah,
queen, right?
I check those. I probably don't check ace king here. I probably bet ace king here.
What would you bet if you have ace queen?
No, I would check ace queen here.
You wouldn't?
I would check.
Okay, I'm betting ace queen.
Right. I would I would bet ace queen on the river.
I don't know. Is this ace king? I don't think this is ace king, right?
Him? No.
Yeah. Like, could this be queen jack, queen 10,
I think he has ace queen.
It's
ace
kind of
queen? Yeah, queen jack, queen 10, ace queen,
That's what I
10
think.
9,
Yeah.
king jack. I don't think a king is folding. I don't think even if you jam, he's calling you with a king. But could we get a 9 or queen to fold? Then how much do we need to bet?
well. At some point, we do need to take the massive size, and he's telling us his range is extremely capped. He goes donk on the flop, which it was a bigger size, but his when he goes to the big size with a donk on the flop,
Pretty big
he can
donk.
Yeah.
follow. He's gonna follow up on the turn with another bet. So this is a lot of the time. This is gonna be like weak showdown and some draws. So his draws we have showdown against, but he has weak showdown as well that we aren't beating. Like we has like 9-10, queen
He
10,
has
queen
9-10.
jack.
He has 9-10 is the problem with it. He bets 9-10 as a draw, but he
Yes.
beats. So we have to bet him off 9-10. We
Yes.
can't. I think that our showdown is the illusion of showdown.
Yeah. So I think that in this
Yeah, we
situation
only
now,
have
number
showdown
one,
against ace 10. That's it.
Yeah.
yeah. So
Because
we want
anything
to,
else has a pair.
Yeah.
yes. So I think that we have pretty much wide open, able to just blast with him
Okay.
not having any. I mean, like he's gonna call us every once in a while with a weak king is the best thing he gets here with is a weak ass king.
So do you want to
And
bet?
that sucks, but I think that we can. I mean, when we have ace king in our range now, I would have bet the turn with in this situation because when he checks, I'm going to bet the turn and go small to keep in his weaker hands that I can now make them fold on the river.
Okay. So if you bet the turn, so if we bet the turn and we bet the turn 15 to 20, right? That's about
No,
the
I'm going to go
size.
smaller.
10 to
I'm going to
15.
go. Yeah, I'm going to go 10 to 15
Okay.
because I still want to have a lot behind.
Okay. So let's
I
go
want to have at least
15.
an overbet.
All right. So let's go 15 here. Pot is 70
I think that we can
and
blast off
then we jam.
with Yeah, I think we can blast off, and there's gonna be some king X that calls us down,
Right.
but I mean, like when he
Yeah.
donked, when he donked the flop, he has, when he donked for a big size on the flop,
Mhm.
he has a lot of strong hands. But when he checks the turn, I think we're not ahead, but I think we're not ahead a lot, but I think he's just got so many junk hands, just can't call massive size.
Right. So with that play, we jam the river. As played, we don't jam here, but we do bet. We bet to get the 10-9 and queen 10 and queen jack to fold. So we bet 35, or do we not bother to?
What would if I had ace king here, I would bet. I
Half
think he
pot?
has a weak range. I would bet I would go like 20 to get his 9x, his queen X to call. I think that I can go 40, 45 to get that stuff to
Okay. Let's see what size
still
I.
just also think his range is so capped here a lot of the time. Oh, you're gonna get called by this
I
guy
go.
gonna call you with some dog shit?
Yeah, I go 60. I go 61 to try
If
to
this is
get.
the same kind of villain that I've seen do this, like their stats are good and they donk on three bet pots like this, he's gonna have. They often show up here with King Jack, like they have
Yeah.
a
Mhm.
strong hand, but it's not nuts. And yeah,
Oh,
he'll call
what
you with
the
his
hell?
king.
Right. So we're gonna fold now, and we're gonna
I didn't
fold.
want. I wasn't trying as much to get a king to fold here.
Right. I was just wanting to make sure that a queen folded.
Jack,
Well, how
he
about
flopped the nuts.
just the flop, just the straight up nuts?
Okay, well, this guy is interesting. He checked the nuts, donked the nuts, check. That's crazy. Good for him. He
Right.
Yeah,
caught
if
you.
he's looking at stats, he sees Scotty. Scotty's got some aggressive numbers up there. If this is,
Okay.
You mean
Yeah.
you mean the infinity after 22 hands?
yeah, 33, 29, three bet of what? 18? What did that
18.
say? 18?
Yeah, 18.
So
All right.
you may have shown some, aggressive
Yeah.
tendencies.
Well, this
Yeah.
is a good player. This is not a fish
Yeah. So as
because
logic
he
goes
made
on,
an adjustment against you.
yeah. So as logic goes on my side, my bet here as played could have been 45 instead of 61.
Yeah, save a little bit less money, a little bit of money.
Yeah.
But
And I was doing the let's be sure, since I only get to tell you once, I don't get to tell you twice. Let's be sure that a queen folds was the
what do we
Yep.
think he does if we do that super tiny size that I was talking about on the turn of
check
like
raises.
10 to 15?
He check raises and we fold.
He probably check raises and we fold.
Yeah. He check
Not
raises.
sure if he check raises. He might check call.
He
Yeah,
might,
I mean,
he
it's
If
might.
we,
possible.
yeah.
I don't, yeah, I don't think he's going to, but he might. He might.
So if we deem he is a good player, then I would shy away from thin value betting. That's the
It's
only one thing I would do.
yeah,
Really?
there's
Yeah.
Oh, I like to bet thin for value against good players. Okay. All right.
No.
Here we go. All right. Now let's do
check to fold.
the last part of the exciting exercise here is this, which is um, we're going to go through the database and we're going to do just a really quick filter. We want to see four bet
Hobbits.
pot, just four bet pots. And so that's going to be actions and opportunities, pre-flop, raises, pre-flop raises, any four bet.
Mhm.
There you go. You want to see that. That's all we need to see is four bet pots. And we want to save and apply. And we want to,
Actually, is
uh,
this just new to me or is
right,
it new to
ending is,
everyone? Because I
ending.
asked for it.
No, they've seen it once before, but it takes a second to do. And then that's how we're going to end, which is we're going to go back. Sorry. We're going to still do this. Just save it. Do I have to add the filter? Save and apply. I might have to redo it. Cancel. That's all I have to do. Cancel. We want to not filter on me. There. We want to see everybody's four bet pots.
Hmm.
That's what we really want to see. All right. Here's some four bet pots. We got 5,000 four bet pots. Yes. All right. So here they are in order. So they're not by, so you wanted to see what they were. Four bets. How about king, queen, ace, king, 10, 10, ace, ace, 10, 10, king, 10 off suit, ace, 6 off suit. There they are. Now you want to see the 9, 8? This is going to be probably some weird short stack thing. He's got 178. He gets raised by somebody who's got 118. Nope. There we go. Fold. There's your 4 bet. Normal size. The ace 10 folds. You wanted to see it? There it is. From a guy who's got stats of 24 and 15.
Wait, that's standard GTO 8-9 offsuit.
Right. We've got 85 hands on him. In 85 hands, he shows these totally reasonable stats. And this is the bug he gets up his ass. How common is this? Well, this is in one page. Okay. Here's your next page. You want to see what a 10-7 suited looks like? How it came? Short-handed. Screw you. 10-7. They exist. And now I'll show you the last piece of information as we go. This is a little count of those. And that count is, let me see whether, get rid of this. Let's see, we're looking for 4 and 5 bets. So here we go. These are 4 bets and 5 bet pots. This is the number of, I did this to the same database. I took the database and I said, sort by the whole cards. You know, so in 5,000 hands, you have 6 pages of ace ace, 12 and a half pages of ace king, 2.5 pages of ace queen, and only 2 pages where the ace is worse than a jack. Then your king kings are 8 pages, king queen, is 1 page, and then the weird stuff is this many. So this is out of the total of 43 pages. So if you want a really, really weird thing, you're getting 10-10 at a rate of this.
Okay, but these are 5 bets. Did
4
you
and 5 bet, 4 and 5 bet pots.
Oh,
3.5%. Weird.
So
Oh, beautiful. Now go back to compared to what the solver says the percentage should be. Then we could have a definite percentage of the population it's under 4 betting.
Yes, and
Yeah,
that
the
is
under 4 bet,
actually what I
the under 4
saying.
bet bluff. But you said, have you seen any 4 bet bluffs? And I'm just telling you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Lots.
okay.
Lots.
Yeah, okay.
They're just not, but
Okay,
they're just,
okay.
but they're not, but are they the majority of them? No.
Yeah.
King
Yeah,
5
just
suited.
looking at the range,
Yeah.
there's some bluffs, obviously, but I mean, it's very underbluffed, right?
Yeah, but it's not, but it's, there's your ace 5 suited and your king 10 suited that's there sometimes. There's your 6-6 that's there sometimes. They're finding some of these weird things. And then they're finding the crazy 9-8 up, so they don't find all the right ones, but they find some of the wrong ones.
Weird thing
I
too
think
is that they can.
the maniacs find the 9-5 offsuit, which is like, yeah.
How many people find, how many pages of ace of exactly solver special do you get?
Yeah, but you're
if
talking
you go,
about 10-10 too, right? You're not talking about like complete garbage.
yeah, complete garbage will be in there. I'm pretty sure.
Not very much.
No,
But your
like
ace
how
5
many
suited
pages
gets
do you
one
have for?
page. There's 1 page of ace 5 suited.
Can you just move completely down to
Yeah,
the
I'm going
last
to in a
page?
second. I'm going to. 2 pages of ace. Yeah. So 2 pages of ace 5 suited. You add the ace 4 suited in there and you get, there's going to be about 4 pages of ace 5, ace 4 suited. Yep. That's it. Now you want to see the garbage?
Yes. And I think there will be some garbage.
Oh,
At
no.
least
Yeah. There's 7-5. You want, here's the fun stuff.
because I know that
Threes
from my
and deuces.
tournaments, there are people that just use everything.
Yeah. There's very little of your 7-6 offsuit.
Mm-hmm.
Very little 7-6 offsuit. This is this hand. Oh, no, this is crazy. This is crazy. And this is going to be against me. Oh, God. Please let this end well. So he min raises. We get a call. Comes around to ace jack suited. I can call or I can raise. I decide based on something I know about this guy that we're raising. He goes 4. And
Min
I,
clicks.
yeah. And it's like, well, we're not falling into that. And we get this.
Oh,
We check.
no
Oh, it's all,
way you
oh, we're
lose.
all in. We're all in. He was short.
Hmm.
So that some of these things happen because just specifically because they're short.
Yeah.
You know, there's
Their
some,
short stack at my poker room, they'll say, well, at least I have 2 live
yeah, he's got
cards.
18. He's got 18. Yeah, this is meaningless. When I did the thing, I did one other thing and I didn't filter it this time. I did 4 bets and filtered it for where the active player had more than more than 80 big blinds because I wanted to filter out this nonsense. So there you go. Add filter. We want hand details, pot size and stack depth pre-flop, actual stack size, big blinds between, let's go 80 and 1,000. There, make that go. Add to filter. Actual stack and big blinds, save and apply. Okay. And now we'll just go by date and see if all the nonsense goes away. In the first page, you still get an ace 6 suited. King 3 from somebody who has actual stack depth. Raise, re-raise, hold 4 bet. King 3 suited.
Mm-hmm.
That's a cold 4.
Pretty standard.
Yeah. There we go. What's another weird one here? Your 4-5 raises blind versus blind.
Okay.
Okay. But queen 10 off. Maybe I'll be in this hand. I hope I'm not in this hand. He raises. These guys are deep. There's the ace ace.
Raise, 4-bet.
He
What?
goes 5.
Okay, I mean, I don't even hate it, but I think it's
Now the ace is
yeah.
call. He gets his 10.
Oh,
Bets
poor
all
guy.
in.
Poor guy.
And does not. Oh, and if he got there. Oh, there you go. And here's Scotty sitting there with 8-5 suited.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there's your answer. Do we see 4-bet bluffs? We saw 5-bet bluff with queen 10 deep. Ace 3 off suit deep. I'm sorry, this is suited. Why did I think that was offsuit? Oh God, he's going to do it to me. And it's going to work. Oh, I hate him so much. Okay. Is that enough?
Yes, thank you for the session. What are you planning for tomorrow?
Tomorrow we are back in.
All right.
Oh,
All right.
not gonna look at my live hands
Oh, tomorrow, are you available for tomorrow for live hands? I'm sorry if I forgot all about it.
tomorrow. No,
Okay.
that's fine.
Okay. Yep. Tomorrow we will start with Sam's live hands. And if you get a chance, Sam, to put him in a replayer so we can see him visibly, that's even better. If not, maybe we'll just do it as you go. We'll just build it out. Okay. And the
Why
last,
don't I give it to you? You put it in a replay.
I'll do it live. I won't bother to do it tonight.
Yeah.
I'll be
I
on a
have till 11.
plane for most of the session, so I probably won't be here.
Cool. Where are you going?
I'm back to Florida.
Okay. Have fun.
Hey guys.
I'll bring
All right.
some live hands for tomorrow.
Sounds good. All right. Let me
All right.
hit all the buttons. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.